next day on your dressing room, they've hung a star. Let's go on with the show.
Yay! Monday.
Happy Monday. Mike Bocchetti's in the house.
Monday. November 5th, right?
I believe so. Did you win the marathon?
Did you run a marathon?
I'm in 4th.
Yeah, I saw you out there. You know, you're nice. You let all those Kenyans go right by you. You're like, they need the money.
No, 1 year for you. There's a true story. 1 year, I think they did this on Seinfeld. Some kind of. I never watched Seinfeld like I was supposed to. I mean, I watched it once it went in syndication, but I wasn't watching it while it was happening. But anyway, my sister had an apartment on like 78th, 77th, and 2nd. So, and then she was.
Someone's doing well.
And she was living. This is like 10 years ago. She was living with her. She was like with her boyfriend mostly.
Okay.
So, but I would stay at her apartment. This is when I had my place in New Jersey, and I was just using that to crash.
Sure.
Like Pete Holmes in that classic show, Crash.
Larry's into show.
So I would hang out there, and then one year the marathon was going, you know.
Right.
And I was there, and I wanted to run. So I would go to Central Park and I would run, you know.
Sure.
So I went to Central Park. Getting there was like, I remember I had to go like, it was hard to cross Fifth Avenue because that's where that's like the end of
the marathon.
That's
Drunken Irish Parade.
Yeah, that's like a big.
Sure.
It's a big route. So anyway, getting there was a pain in the ass. And then when getting back, I was like, I remember I was like, oh shit, I couldn't go anywhere. The place that it was so hard getting there. I'm like, it's got to be easier getting back. There's got to be a way to cross.
Right.
So then I was like, there was nowhere to cross. So I'm on Fifth Avenue, and it was a pretty good crowd, and there's a pretty lot of people running. So I'm like, I'm already wearing running gear. I'll just run.
Join the marathon.
Just join the marathon. So that's what I did. I just started running, but then I couldn't get out.
Yeah.
Because you only allowed out in so many spots.
Oh, no.
And then so I'm running, and I'm like, I'm looking to quit.
Trapped into a 12-mile
People
run.
like, don't give up.
Stop.
You're almost
autism.
You're almost there.
Come on, don't give up.
Did you feel like saying, tank it, shut the fuck up, you Nimrod?
So then I don't know how. I just remember like I finally was like there was like a place where I'm like I could just go. There was like closer to my sister's street or whatever. But I was really panicking. I'm like I don't want to finish this fucking race. And
you won though. You just win. You have no number on you.
Yeah.
They're like, you're like they're like all around you. You're like,
so funny.
Poor Kenyan. Like, I won't do it. But
you really couldn't go. You couldn't cross Fifth Avenue. Like the city shut the fuck down.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's no joke.
The whole city because it starts in Staten Island.
Well,
going through Brooklyn, Queens.
All over.
I had a girlfriend when we lived in Astoria. She couldn't get to work one time because the buses weren't running over the fucking. The M60 over to Triborough. I guess it's the RFK.
In the S marathon.
Yeah.
My wife ran it a couple of times, and I got these VIP tickets at Tavern on the Green, and there was the first year they had like a GPS thing, so you could like go and look and see where they are. So I called her on her cell phone, and I said, "How you doing?" And she goes, "My nipples are bleeding." And I said,
mine too.
I said, "You tell me." I said, "My Bloody Mary has too much celery seed in it." I was drinking Bloody Marys.
She must hate you.
Standing around. Yeah, she loves it.
That's a good example, and then you're like a.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like 4 deep. It's 9:30 in the morning. I'm like, this is great. Go ahead.
Here's the real life Brian from Family Guy.
That's right. I tell you, it's a rough life. Okay.
What, Brian's the dog?
He's a dog, yeah. And it's a rough life thing.
So
what club did you get suspended from for a month?
We just don't work.
I love this. You're the devil. I love this.
Wait, Mike Bocchetти here. We have Bobo on the couch, by the way. Shout out to Hi, Bobo.
Hey, Dan.
How you doing, guys?
How are you, pal? Nice. Thanks for coming out.
It's just a coincidence. You coordinated this,
No,
Mike?
Dan came in by to hang out, and he knew I was going to be here. He's a great friend.
I got word Mike was going to be here, so I figured I'd be here to support my brother.
That's nice. Do you guys talk regularly?
Yeah.
Talking to the mic, Bobo.
I talk to Mike all the time.
On the phone?
Yeah,
Text, really.
On the phone, text, Twitter.
What do you talk about?
All the assholes we fucking can't stomach and stuff, you know.
Yeah, but Bobo's not in show business, are you, Bobo?
No, but you don't have to be in show business to deal with assholes.
Who don't you like other than Chip Chipperson?
Yeah. Oh. And deal with assholes. What are you, a proctologist?
You deal with that. You deal with neighbors sometimes. That give you
Neighbors.
Yeah,
Mike, you're enraged, right? Aren't you pissed at a lot of people in show business?
Mr. Lewis, I love Louis C.K. And you know what? All those dick biters that were his pals when they opened up in the garden, got on his show, can suck a mean dick in my book because you know why? Number one, they're all pussies and bullshitters in this fucking thing.
I'm keeping a list for him. I am. I'm keeping a list.
Like,
John Mulaney, Judd Apatow, they all were like, he's a dream killer.
They're dream
He's a
killer.
home
Shut
wrecker.
the fuck up, idiot.
Because if you jerk off in front of somebody and then she quit show business, you killed her dream.
Now, first of all, she gave permission, I heard, right? Second of all, that fucking
No, some didn't. Some,
Yeah.
I think some just didn't say no.
and some worked for him, and that's where it gets murky. That's where I 100% would have your back on this. But when someone works for you, like if Keith asked me to jerk off, if he was jerking off and he was like, "I want you to jerk off, I want you to watch me jerk off," I would be like, "All right, well, I need the $100, so I guess I'll just watch him." So, but he would have killed my dream.
No, but
First of all, you're blind, so Keith has
My
jerked
hands,
off in
I'd had to
front of-
jerk him off, I guess.
Keith has jerked off in front of you.
Has he really?
no, but the thing is, I see what Brian's saying. What he did was not right.
Right.
What I'm trying to make a point is,
Sure, please.
No one's
kind of
disputing
assholes
that.
are
No
in
one's
this business.
disputing that. But the piling on because show business is just so pathetic.
they're ballless fucking idiots.
Show business is so like as soon as
Wishy-washy Lenny.
as soon as whatchamacallit, as soon as Louis got dropped by 3 Arts, John
Well-
Mulaney's like, who's with 3 Arts, is like, I don't stand. He put this whole thing on fucking Twitter. It's like, just shut the fuck up, you fucking.
That's
Go
the whole
suck a
thing.
dick on Broadway, you fucking homos. The guy's definitely gay. Anybody that dances, prances that much around the stage is definitely gay.
I don't have anything against you.
Sorry.
He's gay, but if he's an asshole, that's another story. You know what I mean?
Oh, most gay guys like assholes. Am I right, guys? Everybody? Hello, Bobo, right?
I don't care what anybody is, but if they're a
Bobo
fucking
never
idiot,
laughs. He just itches himself when he
Well,
you say something dumb.
he's
No, but I have nothing against anybody. If you're an asshole, that's the whole
sure,
thing.
of course.
Like, who isn't an asshole? Who isn't an
many.
asshole?
No, but the thing when I first,
I'm an asshole. Everybody's an asshole. It just you don't like the guy, but I'm saying like the the cuckery when Louis got into
yeah.
trouble. You don't have to be a fucking white knight.
No.
Everybody has to be a white knight. Like, oh, I got to make this statement because I don't approve of what Louis did. You were sucking Louis' dick when he was
course.
famous.
You know what,
You all
though?
sucking his dick and saying how great. I didn't say. I stayed neutral the whole time. I never said. I told Louis when I moved back here. I saw him the first time I saw him. I go. I'm disgusted by your success. I go. Whenever I see an article about you, like you won another award, I'm like, I want to fucking hang myself.
Did he start jerking off?
But it's like it was too much. You know what I mean? His success was too much. The guy's a fucking idiot. He's winning any Emmys and fucking Grammys. Did he win a Grammy?
I
He
don't
should have.
like his solo work.
No, but the thing is, what you were saying made a lot of sense because, like, the same people who turned against him were kissing his ass. He put them on the
Right,
guard,
right.
right. Then those pussy bastards in this turned on him. Nobody has any guts in this to tell anybody to
Or
fuck
just
off
shut
in
the
this.
fuck up. Or
know.
just shut the fuck up.
I don't think it was.
quiet.
I don't think it was right for Sarah Silverman to kind of pile on when she was on Howard, and for her to be like, "Oh, he's struck in front of me," and it was just kind of funny. But then leave it alone.
She could have easily said like, you know what, Howard, he's already in way too deep. This is like he's not ready. Louis is not equipped for this kind of shit.
No.
Nobody really is. You're not equipped for that kind of success, and then you're not equipped for what's happening now.
No, nobody is. Like, even in '89 when Dice sold the guard
Like you
now,
can't. No, but I'm not saying that. I'm saying like you can't walk down. Dice can walk down the street.
Oh, I'm walking down the street. Oh,
Is he nominated? He's nominated for an Emmy for
Oh,
Star
Dice
is
is?
Born, right? I think he still is.
no, it's a
that
grand,
would
the
be an
Oscar.
Oscar. I don't think-
but
not
it's
even the nominations
not,
yet.
Yeah, it's not.
slow your roll, Mike.
I think I already won.
Exactly.
What a speech Dice gave.
Oh,
Oh.
hickory dickory dock. This statue looks like my cock. Oh,
What are you? It's a combination of John Travolta.
Hey,
I'm John Travolta.
for
and-
nothing. Hickory dickory duck. Jackie Dice. Not for nothing. So I take
love
his
Nation.
Hey, he's a great guy. He's good. I have a daughter. I don't acknowledge her. She's a fine.
Yeah, you're right, Mike. If someone's gay, it doesn't matter. I hate the gay bash. Did I tell you this is actually a weird story?
Go ahead.
My son, because I was like, gay people must have it a little weird. My son, the other day, out of the blue, how old is he now? 20?
No, he's a boy of
He's
7.
6, I think.
Yeah, he's 6.
The other day, he's after school. He goes, "Dad, there's 2 F words, right?" And I go, "Yeah, are there?"
It's only one N word.
Well, I'm thinking of one, and then I'm thinking fart. He knows fart, so I go, "What's the other one?" He goes, "I don't want to tell you." I go, no, just tell me. He goes, let me whisper into you. And then he goes, "Fit." I'm like,
Yeah.
the guy's, he's 6.
Yeah, well, it's
I mean, it's a rough word for a 6-year-old to know, but I'm thinking like 20, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, when you really were gay, they could just fucking
I haven't heard that word spoken in 25 years.
No, when you hear it from your son, it's a big word. It's a,
Oh, yeah.
it's a strong word.
No,
So
you haven't-
I'm going to try to be not so homophobic for the next 10 minutes or so. see how
Was he
it
holding another young boy's hand?
see how it goes on me. No, it was just like, I was like, how did he, and I think I asked him, where'd you learn that? He goes, I think he said YouTube, of course, the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? It must be shocking to hear that coming from your son. I mean,
It was. I was shocked. I didn't know what he was going to say. I'm like, what could he possibly? And then I was like, I guess that is the other one.
That shit was weird. He was like Frenchman. Like, what?
No, I thought he was going to. When he said he wanted to wear, like, he wouldn't even say it to me. He wouldn't say it out loud. So I was like, I don't know where the fuck he heard it. And then he knew it was that bad that he shouldn't even say it out loud, you know?
Well, I think it's a worse word now than it was 20 years ago. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I used to throw.
No, but I'm
faggot
saying
around.
the homophobia, it's got to be kind of rough if you are gay.
But I think it's bad. I don't think people are homophobic anymore. Like my daughter announced to me 2 years ago when she was 9. She was like, "Daddy, I'm gay. I'm a lesbian." And I was
Yeah,
like,
but but you're
"Fantastic."
talking about Park Slope, Dyke Slope, actually.
Yeah, Dyke
That's what
Slope.
they call it.
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying, like in regular
Asians, if you get the
regular
reference.
places, it's still not great to be gay.
Yeah, but I mean,
Just, as soon as you get money for the bus, you just head for New York,
yeah, just,
New Jack
because
City.
down in like fucking Birmingham, Alabama. I don't know how other closet people
Right.
can get over there. Really.
I don't know.
No, and you can't really hide your
No.
gayness.
I'm a fat.
I think we bonded all.
Absolutely, Mike. A fake. Did I tell you a fake Mike Bocchetti? This is how famous Mike is. A fake Mike Bocchetti hit me up on Twitter on Friday and was like, "I want to do your podcast." And I was such an idiot. I was like, "Oh, I'm so happy to. You're in the neighborhood. Just DM me your phone number."
Fake one.
I never sent him anything.
And then he said he was drunk. Remember I told you he said
Yeah.
he hit me back. He goes, "Sorry, I didn't show up." He goes, "I was drunk on Jack Daniels in the park." And I was like,
I haven't drank in 21 years.
That's not what this guy
"It's a
said.
slip up you had, Mike. It's all right. Just get back on the horse."
Yeah, but the thing is,
To a meeting, Bill W.
if I
What
had
happens
a
when you get drunk? You get crazy? You get violent?
But no. Well, it depends what you mean by violent.
Pick up Bobo and throw him against the wall?
No, it would
You said
start with
something
like
funny?
this. The first few beers, I'd be like hugging Brian and you guys going, "This is cool, man. Just
Right.
having a good time, chill."
Then you start crying.
And then I'll be like you said, start crying about ridiculous stuff and hanging on people, right? But then put it in.
I never knew my father.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But then by the end, I'd be like this: "Fuck you, dickweed."
Right. So you have like there's 3 phases of your drunkenness.
I'm trying to do 3 steps.
Well,
Mike Bocchetti's drunkenness.
Larry Miller said the 5 steps of drunkenness, I think.
5 steps.
Yeah, you've got your 3. Yeah, I don't know.
Wish we had like somebody who knew something here.
There's no frame of reference.
But I was
Projection.
not a nice drunk.
Bobo, do you drink, Bobo?
I don't drink that much.
Do you like to smoke weed?
No, I never have.
Do a little coke
Big
every once?
Met fan, so you can't afford to drink a lot at the Met game, right? That would set you back like $50, right?
I drink sometimes. I don't usually drink at the games because it's.
That's what I'm saying, because it's too expensive.
It cost me $400 to drink in the Met.
Yeah.
And that's for 2 beers.
Yeah, last call. Last
cold.
call, 3rd inning.
They do last call 3rd inning.
No, they
Third
do it
inning?
early.
Oh.
They do it early. Yeah,
but
but Yankee said, I think they do it like
around the
6th.
7th.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
That's
miss
cool.
the days of like people sloppy drunks hanging and screaming stuff. You
Come
know?
to my house.
They used to get people. Remember they used to have bat day at Yankee Stadium.
Oh, no.
And during the day, it was a day game. It was hot. They
How fucking
drunk
sick is
people
that?
and they give them bats.
That day in the middle of the
Give 'em
hood.
a
in
fun-
fucking
where's-
South Bronx.
what day? When's chain day?
I know. No, you're right, though.
Idiots.
The middle of the South Bronx, Shittyville,
Yeah.
fucking handing baseball
Yeah,
bats.
like
Jim Saturday.
you sit in the sun all day and you're drunk. You get a little cranky.
Yeah, so they give you a little bat to
Yeah, to
Puerto Rican
work,
will stop yelling so loud.
work it
That's-
out of your system.
Yeah, just get it out of me. Exactly. Give me a little knock on the tap on the noggin,
There's a little bit of a crazy historical fact about drinking at a bowl game.
please.
This is very known in sometime in the 70s in Cleveland. They did a 10 cents beer night,
Oh no.
and I think we all know what happened there.
Well, you bring Cleveland.
don't
People
even
don't even have
what
10
happened.
cents.
You were conceived. I'm kidding.
No, but I did hear about it though. I've heard.
I was
about
doing a
it.
gig one time. They had a not even that long ago, nickel beer night.
Oh.
San something, Texas, not San
San Samantha?
Antonio.
Oh, no, San
Not San Pedro. It was like I can find it on a map. Anyway, it was not a big, but it was like nickel beer night.
Oh, no.
And then it's like, and then I did a joke. I go, you call a cab, but he's drunk too. He had $1. Then he has $1 to get drunk.
Yeah. Well, you got to tip the waitress a nickel, so it's really 10-cent beer night.
Nickel beer night.
Uh,
And then even draw a crowd. That's
Yeah, well-
how bad a draw I am.
Your career is a real rocket ship.
By the time I got to 70
Nickel
cents,
beer night, and
I'll
there's
be
20
drunk.
people.
Only 10 cents beer night, you would expect automatic riot at the ballpark.
Yeah, especially in Cleveland, right?
Yeah, they don't have much to.
That actually did happen. 10
Was
cents
Chad there?
beer night. It actually, there was a bunch of riots. The game actually was forfeited.
I think I met Chad twice.
Huh?
Chad, I think I met him a couple of times.
I loves you.
The audience, big favorite of the audience. Yeah, there was this place in my neighborhood that was doing unlimited drinks with brunch for like $25.
Whoa.
And they just canceled it because people were just getting shit faced.
Oh, yeah.
And you're looking at one of them.
What do they have?
They had unlimited. There was a place called Tal Day on my corner, and it was
Talday?
Yeah, the guy's last name. He's this Filipino kid, nice Oriental boy.
Joey Coy?
And he opened a restaurant, and he won Top Chef a couple years ago.
Oh, that guy.
That guy, Dan Talday, big fan. Padma, whatever hell fucker lies, a really cute Indian girl that was on that show. Anyway,
Mr. Koo? Anything anybody say, I'm just going to say somebody I know.
you know, right?
Was it Esther Koo? It had to be.
Yeah, exactly.
I love cool.
Yeah, she's good. She's good. No, she's no Wendy from Denver, but she does her best.
Go ahead, caller. Oh, you're not done?
No, I guess I am.
Go ahead.
They were doing like unlimited. It was like $25 on top of your brunch, and it was like unlimited margaritas. And so it was just getting.
You can't do that in New York.
No, because people don't have to drive anywhere.
Yeah, and then they smell a bargain.
Yeah. Once I drank 16 margaritas.
Yeah, because 2 margaritas are $25. So
Yeah.
if you give them unlimited, they're
Yeah,
gonna
forget
get drunk.
I would just tell you guys, I said, just bring 4 or 5. Just keep bringing them. And
I don't know. What do you do when you get drunk and you're with your kids? What happens then?
well, they.
Leave them there and come back to you sober up.
I tell them. I say, you tell the teacher you fell down. No, not that.
But I mean, it's like
Oh, wait, you're a sicko. I thought.
I never got drunk in
Leave them
front of my
there,
kids because they ruin it. I can't be.
No, I
worried
would.
about,
I would. I mean,
worried about your kids and being drunk. It's just
my wife will pick up the heavy lifting on that one.
your wife doesn't really drink much, right?
She drinks a little bit, but not. I mean,
Well, she can't drink a lot because then you guys would be homeless.
we'd be like the days of wine and roses,
Yeah,
living
exactly.
under a bridge somewhere, Passaic County, just like
Passaic County,
sneezing.
Passaic River too.
Yeah, it's good.
Go ahead, caller.
What do you got? Nothing.
Hey, the first time Mike Bocchetti gets laid without money changing hands is the morning after his mother dies in her sleep, and you come in her corpse. You
know what?
incestuous piece of garbage.
I'll put it this
you.
way, right? Die with your mother's fucking vagina in your face, scumbag. You know what? If I knew where you
Hey,
lived,
Mike,
I would
hey,
beat
Mike,
your fucking
even
ass
after a
in.
haircut and a shower, you still look like a 400-pound unfuckable lesbian. You
Well,
know
let me
that?
tell you something. That's your mother, a 400-pound unfuckable lesbian. You fucking
Why
abortion
don't
that
you take
lived.
the jacket off and show everybody those big?
Yeah, let me tell you something, right? You should have been aborted, you fucking piece of shit, or shot down the fucking toilet sink by your cunt dad, fucking drug addict.
A pile of shit, and that's what you,
You know
want,
what? No.
motherfucker. So you just show
Let me
up
tell you
like this,
something,
okay?
right?
We gotta get to
Back,
the
I
roast
hope you
battle.
die and you fucking sleep and your cunt's mother watches, douchebag.
You still sound exactly how you look, you fucking piece of shit.
You know what? Fuck off, asshole.
Real quick. You're in the New York area, right?
What the fuck? Kevin, what sins did his mother commit to turn her fucking pussy into a
Just say,
genetic
you know what?
fan
Your
factory?
mother, you know what? If I ever got my hands on
Yeah,
your
What kind of
throat,
fucking horror,
I'll kick your
man?
fucking teeth down your throat,
You know what I think she
douchebag.
did?
How's
I
that,
think-
fucking
you know,
idiot?
I think she
You
used
know
to
what?
smother
How about you
people
meet me in the
with a
middle of the
pussy.
city and I'll fucking kick your fucking balls in, punk?
Yeah,
Calm
yeah.
down, because I'll
And
fucking
yeah.
rip
your
your face
mother would
off,
have kicked
asshole.
Yeah.
off their last breath into her pussy, and then she'd squeeze
You
it
know
out
what?
some kind of satanic
Man
creep.
up. You know what? Because I will
Motherfucker.
smash your face in, douchebag.
All right,
Hey,
that's
number one, don't forget to
Hey,
vote
look,
tomorrow.
Man up, punk. I had you
forgot
tough on the
one step
phone.
to
Come
getting
on,
drunk.
asshole. Come on, bring it on, you
Forgot
fucking
one
bitch.
step
Real
to
quick,
getting
real
drunk.
quick.
That's when you put a 12 gauge in your mouth and end the rest of our suffering.
Let me tell you
fucking
something, right?
cunt.
Real quick.
You're a fucking pussy. I'm gonna, if I, you know
Mike
what?
is getting up
Be a
against-
man, and you know what? Let me
into
tell
the
you something,
radio.
right? I will fucking rip your face off and fucking kill you, scumbag.
All right.
We gotta
Okay.
get you on roast
Oh,
battle.
you're terrifying, you big block of shit.
Hey,
Fuck
what?
you.
Fuck
you.
you.
fucking impudent
Drop that in your cunt
Fuck
mother's
you.
face.
Okay. Hey, listen.
Oh, your mother's a fucking piece of dog shit.
We're off to a good start. We're off to a good
I have
start.
2 tickets to my
you know where
benefit.
Mike's going
You know where you
after
go? And you go fuck your mother in the ass like you do every night, you fucking pushy bitch.
Wow, you must be Greek.
After he gets up the air, he's going uptown to.
No, I'm going to
my
fucking murder that
place.
cunt for
And
fucking
he's gonna
$2. That's where I'm going. Go fuck yourself, idiot.
If you're Cleveland, that'd be like 40 beers.
You know what? Drop dead. Do the world a favor and blow your fucking skull off,
All
will
right,
you?
hey, guys, can I get in there for 1 second? Are you in the New York area?
No, he's fucking in some fucking meth lab
He
someplace.
hung up.
No. I lived in New York for 40 years, but I moved north.
Yeah,
but
north
I'll be
to
back
fucking
from time to time.
Shitville,
If I'm around,
douchebag.
I'll be in the studio. Don't worry about it.
No, I was going to
You know
offer.
what? Come up, because you know what? You want to fight? I don't give a motherfucker. I don't. I will bury you, cocksucker.
Well, first of all, you fucking retard. This is radio comedy. Like, this is podcast.
Now, you know what? First of all, shut your fucking pie hole with me, because I don't give a fuck what it is. I will bury you, cocksucker. You got it?
Shit, I'm an actual fucking man.
Well, I was going to give
You know
you.
what? I will bury you, cocksucker. I don't care what it is. I will fucking bury you.
All right, that's enough. I don't want Mike to get a heart
Yeah,
attack.
exactly.
Thank you,
I mean, you
caller.
know what? I will fucking bury you, douchebag.
We're
Thank
seeing
you, caller.
Mike at the top of the Empire State Building swatting down biplanes in a minute.
Thank you, caller. That was unnecessary.
You know what?
Thank
He
you.
was, you know what? Someone like that, I will fucking break his fucking head open. If I don't, I will fucking die trying.
Do you want a glass of
do
water or
roast
something?
battle?
No,
We should do roast battle.
no, but someone like that
Battle to roast
sure has
beef.
the fucking beating of a lifetime.
I agree.
He fucking hung in a cornfield and have his fucking tongue cut out.
All right. Oh, Children of the Corn. That was a good one. Remember that?
Was it?
Malachi. He who lives behind the rose.
Sorry,
You should
guys.
do the roast battle.
No, I got a lot of it in it.
He really, wow. It's,
Oh, because the roast battle, it would be good for you.
No, it wouldn't. I hate those douchebags. It's all nonsense and bullshit, that fucking battle.
No, not with these guys. Like
you
with
could
other
be on a 1 cent beer night.
with other
yeah, one cent
comics.
beer night, right.
I've done it, but it's
For
not-
a
it's
dollar,
not
you have
my favorite.
99 beers, and you tip the girl a penny, and you're good to go.
No, you do the roast battle with Luis Gomez, and then you
Yeah,
go
but
up
see,
against
something
somebody.
like that, right? That has free right now. I hope to God somebody comes up with an invention and they fucking murder that douchebag on the spot. Someone like that.
Like a
fucking rip his fucking skull off.
Okay. Like a button you push, and he just blows up.
No, because someone like that is a fucking douchewad.
Well, you know, I think he also kind of plays a character on the show, and he's trying to get your goat. So, and I think he got it.
Oh, he got it for sure.
You know, so, all right. Well, let's take a.
I didn't want someone to have a heart attack.
I don't
No,
want.
I want to fucking kill him.
Haven't you
and enjoy
had? Do you have
myself.
some health concerns? Don't you, Mike?
Yeah, but I don't even give a shit no more because
That's worth dying for.
It's like I don't want to be really at this point. Oh my God!
you know what though? I am half Irish and half Italian. Those
Right.
people.
Oh, that yeah. You want to
That's your
fight
fight.
yourself?
Right, exactly. I
Get
have
drunk and then start swinging at your own
corned
face.
beef manicotti.
The Irish and Italian. I don't
they
know.
fucking
The
got
Irish.
bad blood.
It's definitely better to be Italian because the Irish are they have bad personalities and they're ugly.
They love to fight.
You know what I
They
mean?
love
At
to
least the
brawl.
Italians have some skin, have some fucking color in their skin.
I love the
Obsessed with
Irish.
skin
Like, come
color.
on, Brendan.
No, I am because it's like I see. I literally. I think. I mean. I don't even know how to say it. I see women like walking down the street. I'm like, they're just like unbelievable skin color compared to like my skin. It's disgusting. Speaking of that, I was at the fucking auto show.
You weren't at the cellar, that's for sure.
Take your jabbits.
I was at the auto show on Saturday. It was in Secaucus.
Fun, man. I love
Because my son's like into cars or whatever, so my sister-in-law, she was going and she tipped us off and we went there. It was the most fucking ghetto fucking place. The guys were I was gonna take pictures, but I figured I'd be murdered. They had their pants so low.
Right.
That are like past like they're fucking assholes hanging out. I mean not their asshole, but they're both their
go ahead.
cheeks. You know what I'm saying? I don't
What's the
wanna get
address
you
of this place?
too turned on, huh?
I'm asking for a friend. Where's the address?
It was like, and I'm like, it's like a different culture. I mean, I'm not talking about that skin color because that gets a little, whatever.
Uh-huh.
But it was DJ Envy and then 50 Cent was supposed to be there, and then you can only get near certain cars. It was just, and the music's blaring. I'm like, these people like this shit. It's like they like music blaring, and then one guy walks by the speaker. I swear to God, it would if you stood there for too long, you would definitely get sick. The guy's walking by, he's on his phone, talking on the phone. I'm like, I think they can just do that. I think they're like culturally. They're so used to like having conversations at loud places that they know how to do it.
I also feel like if you can't afford the car, you shouldn't be allowed to get in it. Like, when you go to the real one in New York.
Yeah, but they're all dressed like real fucking. There was a lot of booty there, but they're all dressed like real nice, and I don't know. It's a different culture because they spend money they don't have notoriously. Am I right?
GIG.
They have bad credit. They have bad credit because they spend, but it's like they're looking at these cars. I mean, I'm not saying that. It was just very, it was the most ghetto place I've ever been, other than Popeye's fried chicken one
And
time.
my culo, Kevin. Don't forget.
Popeye's in New
Oh, even my
Orleans.
wife was like, "This is ridiculous."
Wow.
I mean, it was because they wouldn't. The music was just pounding, and was like blaring throughout. Though you couldn't even have a fucking conversation. My son was trying to talk to me. I go, what? And then they had a bouncy castle. And they go, yeah. I'm like, I'm not paying for the fucking bouncy castle. Here's the problem with bouncy castle. They do it once. It's never enough, right, Mike? Have you been on a bouncy castle?
Not recently.
Okay, well they won't.
It is a bouncy castle. Just get right on top and ride.
No, they never stop with that. They go on once. They're like, "Can we do it again?" No. So you let them do it once. It's you got to do it 5 times. I go, "Fuck, we're getting the fuck out of here." All they saw was like nacho chips, pretzel, and like soda. It's
You're in
just.
Secaucus.
It's not Secaucus. Secaucus is fine. The fucking giant stadium's there. It's like it's not. It doesn't have to be ghetto. The whole giant stadium's not ghetto.
Yeah, well,
I'm just saying, it's like it could have been anywhere. I'm like, this is what they want. They want loud music, 2:00 on a Saturday afternoon, just pounding where you couldn't even fucking talk. I'm like, are they that dumb that they just want to fucking like, huh?
Yeah, but Jacob Javits has a good auto show.
Oh, it's huge. It's great.
Yeah, I thought we were going there, and I thought, it would be more civilized. No, I don't want to fucking have like loud music. I don't go to fucking bars and discos because I don't like. What do you do at a disco? You just stand there and look at women. You can't fucking talk. Brian could talk with like, hey, do his dumb puns, rough life, huh? Yeah. I guess that works everywhere.
It really.
But I'm like, I don't want to fucking be yelling. Plus, like, I can't take loud music.
K9 dance with me.
I don't get
Can
it.
you dance with me with K9? Anybody? I got Bobo. Thank you, pal. He's all right.
I was itching his.
What was the sponsor of
Scratching
that
his-
auto show?
Huh?
What was the sponsor?
I don't know. I think it was DJ Envy, and he works with the Breakfast Club. I didn't know. I just looked this up when I got home.
Grape soda consortium.
That explained the kind of audience you were surrounded by in that.
It was Secaucus. I don't know. Yeah, I guess because his fan base is urban.
Thank you for saying urban.
But it was like it was brutal. I'm like, this is what they like. And then there was one lady in line. She was white or Hispanic. I thought she was Italian, but she had like this incredible ass, and I was like, and we were ahead of her in line. I had to try to keep sneaking, fucking like I wasn't looking at her,
Oh, no.
She's by herself. No one's talking to her. I go, is this really happening? Like no one's talking to her, and she's in line by herself for like 10 minutes, and then finally some guy comes out of the bathroom. He's like the big fucking muscle head,
Thank you for saying musclehead.
and But then, and then I thought she was going to be like, that guy's been looking at me.
Right.
But she had like a
Hey,
great ass.
culo
So it was like-
looker. You like
it
him
was
now?
like- the guy she had a great ass. I don't know. I didn't see that guy's
The
ass.
great ass.
But anyway, the point is that like, I am a little predisposed to women of color, just because I didn't want white kids. Like I said, Mike, I don't want white kids, and but the Irish is not a good look.
Yeah, but I love the brogue. The brogue is awesome.
I mean, like, but people associate like the Kennedys, and the Kennedys were good looking. There it is. The Kennedys were Meadowlands Exposition Center. Doesn't it sound kind of glamorous?
Yeah.
Meadowlands Exposition. I thought it would be like right at Giant Stadium, a
car
big
is cool.
fucking thing. You just walk around. Maybe you just walk around all day looking at cars, and then you maybe have some lunch, relax.
Kevin Jr. see some Lambos?
Yeah, there was plenty of Lambos there, but it was still like it's. And then one lady like opened the trunk of a car and then closed it and then walked away. I'm like,
the hell
what
is
the
that
fuck are they
about?
doing? Like I know, and I'm like, whose cars are these? And then they said, they're 50 cents cars or it's just it's a different fucking culture. Anyway,
50 cents. That's 5 beers in Cleveland. So what do you have?
you're in good shape when you have to go through a metal detector with your kids. You know you're in good shape.
That's horrible.
They had them set up.
Yeah, because they probably had one guy. You went through a metal detector. He put his phone down and his gun, and then he walked through.
Serious?
Oh, it's a joke, but I mean, it practically where the guy's like, "Hey, I can carry my gun." Yeah, but it won't go through the metal, so put it on the side.
I was at an African American strip club in Atlanta, and they had a gun.
Over the weekend,
a couple of months ago, and they
at
had
a gun room.
a gun coat check. It was like you would give
Whoa.
them your gun,
Right.
They'd lock it up and give you like a tag for it.
Right, that's smart.
Yeah. So funny because I went. They didn't make me go through. I looked so white. I didn't have to go through the metal detector. They were just like, come on, blindy.
Yeah.
Come on in. You're
What
fine.
are the odds?
What are the odds?
And
Right.
you shoot everybody up. Ah!
I just shit out his shotgun out of my asshole.
Yeah.
I'm like, a race war! Ah! We should have checked that guy.
I've been fucking.
You look
check
at him
everybody
like
coming in.
that Eddie Murphy sketch when Eddie Murphy wasn't white faced when he goes to the store and he says, "Oh, just take it."
Yeah, take all the money you need. Take the money. Exactly. I know. It's I haven't checked a bag in years. So Mike, what do you have going on right now? Like, what's
I'm
your?
pretty excited. I got
Okay,
I
go
got
ahead.
an Indiegogo coming up today, later on today.
You have what?
An Indiegogo.
What's an Indiegogo?
It's where you raise money for stuff, like a project.
Okay.
I got something coming out on Amazon Prime called Bocchetti's Basement that I
You
created.
keep talking about it. Can you talk about it?
Yes.
You can't talk about it until it comes out.
I'm going to talk about it now.
Oh, good.
It's a 6-episode, half-hour series,
All right.
like a late-night talk show.
Okay.
Right? I have a one-man band. I have another guy that's
Quick question, if I can. I'm sorry. Have these already been shot and they're going to roll out, or are you in production?
in production.
Okay.
I one guy to have. You guys probably know him. He's a comic. Todd Montesi. Do you guys know him?
Any relation to Todd Berry?
No.
Okay.
Todd Montesi looks like Reggie Watts and sounds like Jerry Lewis.
What is it again?
He looks like Reggie Watts and sounds like Jerry Lewis.
Sounds very entertaining.
No. He's going to be my announcer. And the cool thing,
Oh.
I'm trying to please the demographics in this business.
Oh, that's smart, Mike. I see the hook.
I got another
One in the woodpile.
Another friend of mine, Dave Hill. He's a musician and comic, but he's in with that like hipster community. So that's
Yeah.
really and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's going to be good. I got
Is
a good
it in your
DP.
basement in Staten Island?
Yes, I'm going
It's already on Amazon Prime, or you already have a deal?
I'm creating it right now.
You have a deal, or
I have a DP and an executive producer.
I had a DP once. Just felt weird.
Executive producer. The thing is,
when I look, I always hear a laugh from the couch, and I look over there. He's not moving, and his mouth is not moving.
I think he's a
I
puppet.
think he just gives one laugh, and then that's it.
I'll take
it's
it.
going to be unique in a half an hour thing. I'm so excited.
who are you
So
gonna
you're
be-
trying to
I'm the
sell.
host.
You're trying to sell it, or it's on it, or are you
I'm
already
going to put it 6 episodes up and see what happens
where?
on Amazon Prime.
You can just put it up.
Yeah.
Oh, like you're selling something. Like
Yeah,
you're selling.
But it's all over the net. It's all over that whatever else is being sold. Because
Other platforms.
Yeah.
Who is financing the production of this?
I'm putting up together an Indiegogo because I have an executive producer, but I want to have better production value than I do in my house.
It's some producer.
No, I'm serious. No, I'm serious. Right? He got a lot of stuff out there himself now.
Okay.
On the thing.
I'm
Okay.
confused.
So
So
he'll
you
get it out there.
make
No,
it
it's
that
not
you
you,
put it on
it's
Amazon Prime. You don't need their permission. They don't give you any.
You just got to
money.
approve it. But you make money, but it's not a lot. You just got to get so many. You got to be caught on fire. That's what it is.
Then who are you going to interview?
I haven't decided guests yet, but I'll definitely bring you there because you can belittle my production, have fun with me. You know what I mean?
And it's in Staten Island.
Yes.
Yeah, count me out. Anyway, was it? But
I also have something on there now.
to the boat.
About 40 minutes. Well, not 40. No.
I take a boat. I gotta take a boat. Then I gotta
Bayonne?
No.
got a boat, and then 40 minutes from the
The
boat.
thing is, but I have stuff on
the
there.
ferry.
I have stuff on there already.
Hey, mind your own business.
I got a
Can
documentary.
we just do the show on the ferry?
I got stuff on there already. I got a documentary on there. Who's Mike Bocchetti? And
That's the one where you step on the rock, right? The
no.
opening of it.
I got a documentary in there already, and I got something I did called Comics Watching Comics.
And this is already on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, both of them are on now.
And
Comics watching comics. What is that? Where they shit on the other comic?
A lot of new comics, they had people judge them and say stuff about them. But
Here's the thing. They do that. I guess somebody was doing that with like open micers.
Yeah.
They would do their act. Who was doing that?
That's a show. It's
Who was doing that?
Kevin Goatee.
And he was doing it in L.A. He would have open micers come up, and then
I don't
they
think
would,
in L.A.
They would trash them.
It's like 8 episodes.
Anyway, so that was the thing. Here's what somebody should do. Watch somebody who is like established, and then shit on them. Because the shit on open micers is obviously punching down, and it's cowardly.
Well, he didn't crap him. He gave a lot of good feedback.
No, I know, but there was I know somebody
the
was
same
doing
people.
like on a podcast, like
that's
somebody in
horrible.
L.A. was like, who's Doug Benson? I don't know if it was Doug Benson, but it was somebody like that.
That's
Like,
not
Gary,
right.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's not right to do that.
But anyway, the show was he would sit on stage. The guy would do his act, and then he would. I think Doug Benson would do it maybe with peers, but then somebody was doing it at the Comedy
That's
Store
fucking nonsense.
with open
I hate that kind of
micers. You know.
Why
So let Mark Norman do his act, and then if you fucking berate him, you know what I mean?
I'm afraid to.
No, of course they're afraid. Everyone's afraid. So you go up to open micers who can't fucking fight back, and they
all
do it.
pussies in this.
They do it for the attention. They do
You know
it for
what?
the
They're all
publicity.
pussies because they look to publicity. How about getting the fucking acting resume, assholes?
so go back to your project for 1 second. So
Like what, Mike? I don't even know who he's mad at.
I'm mad at all these dickbags.
He's like he sees a windmill. He's like, God damn it, you windmill.
No, but you've been in
Don
this.
Quixote.
Yeah.
No, but you've been in this longer
Mike
than me.
Quixote.
I met you. This will be 27 years for me in next year. In
Don't
January.
remind me, Mike.
I met you through Jay London. You brought me to a
Name
show.
dropper. The guy was driving a yellow cab at the time.
You know, an alcoholic fog. Get it? London fog.
Yeah,
You
got
come,
it.
you come over to me and go, I got a show. It's kind of, it's not because
Yeah, I was ahead of the time. I was ahead of my time.
You know what he said to me? He goes, I have a show for you. No condescension to you at all. It's called The Freak Show. That's what he said to me.
Sure. Where'd I send it to you? I saw
Jimmy's
you at a
Comedy
club
Hour.
at Jimmy's.
Jay
Oh,
recommended
yeah, I saw you at
me. You brought me
Jimmy's.
to Jimmy
Yeah.
a couple of times.
Oh,
And you
right.
had a pilot for Comedy Central. You said there might be something to write for.
Yeah, I did a pilot for that. I was ahead of the curve, and then they said, well, it's kind of like the Gong Show, but it was but I wanted to like let the people perform.
It was great.
And then I would like interview them instead of just making fun of them. I would still make fun of them, you know.
And you
But it
weren't
was like,
nasty,
but then they did fucking American Idol. American Idol basically did that. They would let people bomb, and then they would talk to them before or after. So it's basically not just a guy bombing. He would basically you get to see the other side of
Yeah, a little
the guy off stage. You would see
I
what.
didn't see me tank it one night severely.
Get out of here.
Oh, you?
No,
No, I don't believe
you
it.
know what happened back in '97? Barry Katz came to see me at the Boston Comedy Club. It was a horrible night for me. It was like the 4th of July weekend. Kevin was there. Katz goes, "Hey, Mike, I'm Barry. What do you call it? I want to see you do a spot for me and showcase." I fucking ate my lunch up there, right? And Katz goes, "Well, that was a nice attempt at comedy, buddy." You know, he's a fucking asswipe.
He's an asshole.
He's a
Barry
fucking
Katz.
backhanded fucking douchewad.
Let's get back to your project for a minute. So today you're launching an Indigo, which is kind of like a GoFundMe or a
Yeah.
Kickstarter. And what's the URL for it? What is it? Like,
It's going to be I'm rebuilding my basement, like I said, for a set. That's for the
I mean,
DP.
like, what's the URL? I'm sorry. Just what's?
It's being put up. It's not going to be released till 4 o'clock. So
Do you know what it is? Like, can you? It's Indigo /
it's Indigo. It's it's going to be under my name, but I don't have the exact site yet till 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Why 4 o'clock?
That's my friend's been working on it all day.
So and then
Dog
it,
was
go-
sweaty underneath. Indigo's like working on it, like, damn it.
it goes up at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, my friend Frank
I
Benacci.
mean, it goes. That's when you have permission for it to go up, or that's when he's going to be done fixing it.
He'll be up and ready to
What
roll.
do people do there? They donate money.
Just give me cash and whatever the hell I can get.
What's it? And it's
Very nice.
and you have to go Indigo and then just put in Mike Bocchetti.
Yeah, it should be up
If
under
you
that.
Google Indigo Mike Bocchetti, I'm sure it'll come up.
Absolutely.
Indigo is like a GoFundMe.
There's so many of them, right?
Yeah.
What's different than a regular GoFundMe?
GoFundMe's more personal, I think, right? You think, Brian? I'm not.
Indigo's more of a production based, like
Yeah.
a project thing.
It's the one where you're sick and you're dying and you ask.
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
What's crowd?
Kickstarter's like, I want to build a new bicycle. And then people get-
Kickstarter.
Yeah, then people take equity in your project. But with what you guys,
Yeah, but when you go Kickstarter, fuck
somebody's
you and your
doing-
bicycle.
exactly right. Yeah.
These two comics were doing it. Kickstarted for their play. They wanted to have like a Broadway play. It was
John Mulaney and the
Steve Schaefer and what the fuck is his name? I just saw a thing.
Todd Barry.
Anyway, Steve Schaefer and another comic, but they both basically started with Seinfeld.
Oh, wow.
Like, just ask Jerry for the money, and then I actually brought it up with Chuck Martin, who's who's friends with Seinfeld. I go, why does he just give them? Why does he make them beg online? He can just give them the money and fucking write it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
He goes, yeah, but then he goes, no, everyone's not going to ask him. He can just say, you know what I mean? The people like that always go like, yeah, but then everyone's going to ask me. It's like, first of all, tell the guys, you can just tell them, don't tell anybody I gave you the money and blah blah blah. Instead of like begging, because these guys are like been comics for 35, 40 years. You know,
So if I give you $50, what do I get?
The
Maybe a hand job.
Hopefully.
It's
Not a job if you love doing it.
The perks will be listed on there. I don't have them offhand.
Okay.
You have no idea what they are.
I know what they are.
Master Promotions. You're on the show in
No,
3
no.
hours.
If you donate $100, you get to be the star of the show.
Sit on your shoulder like the little.
100, you get an all-expense paid trip to Staten Island.
Oh,
Well done, Bobo.
Thank you, Bobo. You've been sitting on that for about a half an hour. Good for you. Coming in
No,
hot.
But see, the things are, you guys. Why I like you guys is because you guys are two real life cartoon characters.
You really are.
You know why?
This guy's blind, and I'm as
He's
dumb
Brian,
as.
he's Brian from Family Guy, but you're a mixture of me of Homer Simpson and Al Bundy.
Yeah, not good.
Oh, exactly. A
In
little
a, in a,
George-
in a
Yeah, but they both
sitcom,
have guts,
hilarious. In
though.
real life, not so great.
yeah, exactly. A little Mick Jagger.
I respect you because you know what? You'll be like, "Fuck you, I'm Kevin Brennan, dickface."
Yeah, but I get shit everywhere I go, Mike.
You know what?
I got
At
a
least-
family and
yeah,
shit. I'm banned from clubs.
You
I'm
haven't
like, I got.
but you know what,
Everyone's
though?
mad at me. I mean, it's like I can't even fucking walk down the street.
Yeah, but a lot of people have no fucking balls or integrity in this. So fuck
That's
it.
what show business is about, Mike.
They're assholes.
About having no balls and saying thank you. Can I have another?
No, you know what? Fuck that. You can do whatever you want today. There's no need for it.
Today, I'd be good. One day you could do whatever you want.
Like the purge. This is one day.
One day.
Can't wait.
Whatever I want today.
You don't. You guys are doing what you want to do now. You don't have to fucking, you know what I mean, bow to anybody.
Yeah, we do. We're always bowing.
I was at lunch with my friend Cindy today, and I was talking about you. And I go, yeah, he's got a brother named Neil Brennan. She goes, I know him. He's really cute. And I said, yeah, pull a picture up of him. She goes, ugh.
Why did you think he was cute?
I don't know. He was, I don't know. He was, before he had a beard, he was not as skinny as he was or something. I don't know. But I thought it might make you feel good that she thought he was.
Yeah, but when I met you in the early 90s,
Yep.
where was Neil in the business then?
He was
I
11.
don't even know him
Just
really.
walking around with Dave Chappelle,
Right.
Oh, really?
trying to go get a slice of pizza.
Right.
No, I guess Chappelle moved here in '92 or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I guess so, but I don't know. But Cindy thought that he was not attractive, so I thought I'd share that with you.
Yeah, that would really make me feel
Brighten your
better.
day a little bit. Give it-
I know what Neil is. I mean, it's not a big mystery to me.
I don't really know him. I just
So
know
now
him for
we
real.
can't say the
Not
name of the club.
particularly attractive.
We can't say the name of the club, but you've been banned for a month. Are you doing spots at other clubs to supplement your income next month?
Supplement my income. I was gonna get an Uber
Drive
for the
around.
fuck of it, or just for the story.
Sure.
Because you kind of the problem with being a comic is you kind of get locked in your fucking routine.
Right.
And you're like, where are the jokes? Well, the jokes aren't really here because you're doing the same thing every day. You know what I mean?
Why I cheat on my wife.
You have the same wife, you have the same kids, you have the same apartment. It's a routine, and that's good for regular people. But as a comic, you want to,
yeah.
like you said, there's a shark exhibit in Coney Island.
Coney Island, the new shark exhibit's amazing.
And like people shitting on Pete Davidson. But look what he did. He fucked up his whole life, but now he's got a career because he's big fuck up Pete Davidson. You know what I mean? So on some level, I'm hoping to get an Uber and then maybe get murdered.
Yeah, but they love people with balls and misfits in this business.
They do, Mike. You're right. They love a misfit until you cross the line. Even Pete Davidson did the fucking thing on SNL. That was kind of people's getting a lot of pushback on that.
You could
'cause-
try to get in an argument with the flight attendant.
Right, you can do that. Or just open the door when they're landing. Just open that door to the plane. Just pop up. You're like,
Get in the
sayonara.
Well, you can get a punching fight at the comedy.
No, I mean, even today, a guy had his music on. A black guy. I'm gonna say it. A black guy had his music on his
So
phone.
far, we're doing great, guys.
And then the door closed, and then the music kept playing.
Sure.
And I go, I'm going to say something today, but then the music stopped. So sometimes it's like a ringtone or whatever, or maybe their phone. I don't know. But I usually just keep my mouth shut. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Maybe I'll get a joke out of it. I'm just going to say something to the guy. Of course, it didn't go off again. So sometimes you just do shit to for the jokes.
You need stories. You need life experience.
Yeah. So I mean, but people have a tendency to just play it safe. So I'm thinking maybe I'll get an Uber or a Lyft. Maybe I'll get both. And then I'll compare Uber
It's
versus
better,
Lyft.
I think, right?
Well, Lyft pays drivers better, and they're better for women. But you don't even have a car. You have to buy a car first.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, great.
How
Buy
much?
a car and you need to have a commercial driver's license.
It'll take a couple of days.
Yeah, within a week.
Banned for a month, so I got
Yeah,
time.
Exactly. All of a
Yeah,
sudden,
but what about
It'd be funny. I'm like driving, I pick up Mark Norman.
it would be funny. Or it's
Where are
like,
you headed to? New York Comedy Club? I know where that is.
yep,
They won't use me either.
I've been drummed out of the business.
no? But the thing is,
Hey, Sam, get in the back. Sam, you want to sit up front with me, Sam?
I would tell you back to 1993, I had a deal in Comedy Cellar Central.
Everybody's driving Ubers now. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
London. I don't know if he is, but
Yeah. Well, how's Jay London doing? Not good.
talk to him. And I seen him like a few years ago.
Kind of disappeared. He was doing good on Last Comic Standing,
yeah.
but then he disappeared.
Where have
He was a bit of a shady. I mean, I like that. He's
I love
a
Jay.
good egg, but he basically had a life. He probably had a life that nobody knew about.
Dark side, like Secret Agent.
Dark side, right?
Is he homosexual?
No, I don't think he is.
What does that have to do? If dark side means homosexuality?
Pull your dick out of a guy's butt. It's like your dick's all covered at the dark side.
Go ahead, caller.
What do you got?
Hey, what's going on, Kev? What's up, Brian?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Peter Griffin. I need to know right now what you're doing on that fucking show.
You know what? I'm sucking your mom's cock. That's
Hold
what I'm
on.
doing.
Before we get all
Don't fucking call me Peter Griffin, okay?
Before we get all
Number
worked
one.
up, caller, sir, are you in the New York area?
Hey, the way you looked 2 years ago, you were fine. But now you're looking like you ate out a whole
You know what?
fucking
Let me tell you
buffet.
something, right? Doesn't fucking you don't even know me, jerk off. So shut your fucking pie hole up, all right?
Yeah, I know you for Twitter. Your tweets suck.
You know what?
And
I know.
also,
You know where I know
don't
you
mean-
from?
I don't
Sucking
really
cock
mean
with your
to be
mother.
fucking hating on you, Mike. I
know
love
what?
you, Mike.
Fuck
But
off,
Mike
idiot.
from Manhattan, if you're listening right now, You're calling into a fair one, calling me a hillbilly. I will fuck you up. I'll fuck your mother.
Whatever,
I'll
you know
fuck
what?
your dad, and I will
Go ahead,
rape
keep
your
threatening me. You know
sister.
why?
You cocksucker
Threaten me. Go
motherfucker.
ahead, douchebag. Threaten. Keep threatening because you know what? I will
I'm not
cut your
threatening
fucking
you,
tongue
you
out.
cocksucker
I will fucking cut your heart out,
I will
scumbag.
eat you. I'll eat your fucking life. You
Yeah, whatever,
cocksucker.
douchebag. Keep going. Keep going. You know what?
I hope you
I
have
hope
a
you
heart
die of an
attack. I
overdose
hope your heart
tonight.
explodes
Die of a
all
fucking
over that
overdose in front of your
studio,
cunt mother.
You motherfucker.
Die in front of an overdose in front of your cunt mother, cunt.
Fuck you.
Hey, are you
Fuck you and your
Thank
fucking
you.
cunt mother.
Thank you.
Die of an overdose, you fucking piece of dog shit.
trying to
Thank
get rid of
you.
these tickets?
Thank you. No, listen, Brian, you can't get in the middle of a fucking dogfight and go, do anybody want tickets?
I'm trying to get in there very
Okay, but don't bring it up beforehand.
Something like that,
Brian's
right?
got, I know,
Thinking
I know,
something like
Mike.
that, I'd want to fucking smash that fucking skull in.
They're just trying to get your goat, and
They think it's funny. I mean,
You know
it
what,
is.
though?
It's not funny. It's
Tell you something,
hilarious.
right?
But
It is funny.
The thing is, right?
Yep.
If I smash that fucking skull open, how funny would it be then?
I think it's hilarious.
I would jerk
I
off.
will. I have no fucking mercy on anybody.
I'd jerk
This
off in their
douchebag
dead body.
Went to grab me, I would fucking kill that cocksucker now. I don't care.
Take a deep breath.
Filming that video and
Take a deep
yelling out
breath.
"World
Listen.
Star" and posting it online.
There you go. Bobo's in. He's your social
Thing
media
is,
guy.
You know what? People are fucking fake on the phone. Just grab me. Just
there.
you start it because then I won't get in trouble. Start it, and I'll smash your fucking skull in.
Yeah. Well, you know, people are tough on the telephone. It's been like that
On
for
Twitter,
years.
too, right?
Jim Florentine would give people the business.
Huh?
Jim Florentine would give people the business. A telephone terrorist.
Oh, right.
You know?
Hey, listen, Blind Brian has some 2 tickets to give away to his benefit.
That's a cool benefit.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
It's
this
on.
coming Monday.
It's this Monday. No, not this coming. It's a week from today. This coming Monday, they might think it's today.
It's the 12th.
'Cause you don't say this coming Monday when you're talking about a week from.
Fair
you're
enough.
saying about a week from today. A week from today at Gotham. If you live in New York, or if you're going to be in New York, that
Tri-state area. Just
next
call.
Monday. Yeah, they know what that means.
Who's on? You always got a great lineup.
Oh gosh, it's Robert.
Oh, come up from Delaware. We're not talking about that tri-state. We're not talking about from the Philadelphia
You
tri-state.
Dover people, stay home.
Yeah, yeah.
Wilmington, more like Wilmington, stay home. Something like that. But yeah, call in if you want to take.
Over. I barely know her.
Yeah, exactly.
I just
Lick
met
her in
her.
the front, poke her in the rear, fuck her in the ass.
I had sex with my wife last night.
It's okay, but I can't forget it.
Because I try to go to bed early, because there was nothing to do, and I'm trying to.
Oh, you know who 2 big fans are? The comics.
Huh?
Wish they could help. 2 big comic fans of yours that I know.
Oh.
Love you. Wish they could help you. Stan Stankos and Joel Richardson love you.
Stankos.
Neither one are even in show business.
Stan is. I think it's always Joel.
Oh, Stan's not. Joel is. Yeah.
He's a good guy. We used to
Joel's
prank
a good-
call you from his phone.
Okay, so you fucked your wife last night.
So if you're calling, if you want tickets to Brian's show, the blind benefit, and it's going to be with
Gotham Comedy
Robert
Club,
Klein,
Robert Klein, bunch of
and,
people.
and a special guest. We can't name it because he's a cunt,
Yep.
and he won't let his name be associated with it. He doesn't want to sell tickets off his name.
hates blind
And he's
people.
not even that good a comic. But
Klein is great.
Klein's great.
if you're gonna be in the area and you want 2 free tickets,
call in.
call in.
All right, that's it.
But
But
also, I'm gonna be at the Stress Factory this Thursday.
you're back there.
Just one night.
The one
I guess.
in New Jersey or the
Yeah,
one
New
upstate?
Jersey. And also, me and Gino and Aaron are doing a show a week from Wednesday in Lucy's Laugh House in Westchester,
Is it
New
officially
York.
a White Guys Don't Matter shirt?
No.
No, okay.
Then we're doing, and then a week later, we're going to be in Summers Point, New Jersey, the day before Thanksgiving.
Oh, party.
So, and me, Gino, and Aaron, and down in Summers Point, New Jersey, at a place called something. I don't know. Murphy's something. Murphy's Laugh House. I don't know. It's on fucking Shore Road, and I told my friend who's producing. I go, you got to get on Twitter. They got to get. He goes, we're gonna do it. I go, it takes 5 minutes. I go, I can't be. You got to just because the problem with Facebook has a private and then a public.
Sure.
So it's confusing how to what you know what I mean? Sometimes you're on your private page and then someone's personal or their public page comes up. So it's all confusing. So Twitter is there's no public and private Twitter. There's Twitter.
That's it.
Period. So you say what they are on Twitter. It's easy to find. So anyway, it's in Summers Point, New Jersey, which is near Ocean City, which is near Atlantic City,
Way down
which is
there.
not even far from Philadelphia. So if you're in that area, South Jersey, we're going to be there 21st, the day before Thanksgiving, and the 14th will be at Westchester at Lucy's Laugh House. I don't know. I think that's at Lucy's Laugh House.
There's a town in Jersey that's totally
In
dry
Summers
still.
Point in New Brunswick this Thursday.
And so you fucked your wife last night. We were doing something there.
No, I'm just saying about the Me Too thing. I know everybody thinks like no means no. No, don't mean no. I'm here to say more than as clear as I could be. No, don't mean no. I tried. I was in bed already because I just got bored. So I'm like, I'm gonna go lay down. Maybe I'll go to sleep. It was like midnight. I never go to sleep at midnight on a Sunday because whatever. The night before Saturday I was working. I wasn't working as much this Saturday, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. You were banned.
I was working a little bit. Anyway, so then so I'm laying there, and then she goes to bed, and she was kind of being nice to me at the end of the night. So I'm like, I feel like I got to make a move just as a gentleman.
Sure.
I'm her husband, right?
I think what's wrong with him if you don't.
Yeah, so she thinks I'm gay or she's ugly. Right. So I make a move.
She's got a beautiful wife, though. Remember, she's nice.
She's a nice girl.
You fucked her, Mike? I'm kidding, of course.
Like Raging Bull. Fuck my wife.
Hey, what do you mean my wife is?
Fuck my wife.
So then whatever she goes no, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck anyway because I'm just doing no. So I'm just doing it, and then plus if after sex I usually can't fall asleep, so I'm like I just want to go to sleep. So I'm like good. So then I don't know if I fell asleep for a little bit or something, and then I noticed maybe she woke me up when she was rolling or whatever. Then she moved around in the bed, so I'm like, so then I tried again, and this time no, she's like all right. She didn't say all right, but she didn't stop me.
Right.
The first time she was like pushing my hand away, This time it was okay, so I'm like, no, don't mean no all the time.
What is your wife's nationality-wise, if you mind me asking?
Don't worry about it, Mike. You have a lot of questions about my wife, don't you? Holy fuck. Why don't you just give her a fucking Twitter handle?
Exactly.
At Kevin's wife.
Give her twat handle.
Yeah, boy. Now we're getting going.
Now we're doing it.
Now we're going on.
You make me lose it on you. He makes me lose it on you.
He's a silly goose.
No, but you're brilliant and he's brilliant because you guys are a great combination.
Yeah, we're slam dunk. That's why I get 2 days a week here.
I need to lose the weight before I can be Costello.
No, but he has Abbott, though. Think about that combination.
I don't even know who the fuck's that.
Abbott.
Who am I? Martin or Lewis?
Oh, you're the big greaseball, big Gindaloon.
Now, you know who we are? We're the guys from, you don't even know this. It's so far back. You remember? No, you don't remember.
Andy?
Yeah, Amos and Andy.
Flippin' Frederick?
No, we're the, what is that show? Fernwood Tonight. With,
oh, my God. Yeah.
Martin Mull and Jerry Hubbard.
Like late 70s. I remember that.
Hey, what was the guy's name? Is Jerry Hubbard. What's that guy's name? He got busted for being a pervert at a porn place.
Yeah.
Mary Hartman, I think it was.
No, it was a spinoff of that. It was Norman Lear came up with it.
Oh, that's.
But it was. What was this guy's name? He was in all those Christopher Guest movies.
When they interview, I know not Martin Mull because he's the other one, but the other one is. I know he was also in American Pie. Played the.
Look like Herb from WKRP in Cincinnati.
No, that was
Eugene Levy.
No, that's another guy.
No, that's the dad from American Pie. So I screwed that up. I'm sorry.
Levy's great. I love.
He was in Spinal Tap. He was the guy at the naval base.
Yeah. Okay, family. That's so great. When they interview the Jew gets pulled over in Fernwood, so they interview a Jew to talk to a Jew. It's fucking hilarious. I actually think Anthony and Opie and you've heard of Opie and Anthony? No. They did a show and they kind of went through the episode where he's talking about being a Jew and like asking a question about being a Jew. It's really funny. But
I didn't see that.
Yeah, anyway,
I love the Jews. They helped me so much in this.
Did you last?
Fred Willard.
There you go. Good. Wow. Things you take on a picnic. Show me potato salad.
When I think of Fred Willard, I think of Fred Stoller.
Fred Stoller.
I love Stoller. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
How long did you last night?
No, what happened was so I was all churned up. So I was like I was doing everything, and then she was like just
everything.
I don't know.
Ass eating
works.
And then she goes, I don't know what she said, like just fuck me or whatever, because I think she was like she just wanted to go to sleep.
Right. So you did.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, less than a minute.
In my head, it's 2 minutes, but in reality, it's probably like 40 seconds.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm lasting this long.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my mom, my grandmother playing baseball.
Yeah,
all
you're
this shit they
thinking
tell you
of
to.
anything.
They're like,
exactly.
oh, fucking Iceland.
Yeah, baby's coughing.
Anything I'll make you like
full of rotting horse meat.
I'm like, it's so hard. My dick is like, oh my God, this is amazing. I can't get this. I
don't understand.
Can't get off it in my head. I'm like, my dick is having such a good time. My dick can't not. My dick's like a pit bull. You know when a pit bull sees a baby, it just wants to attack the baby. That's how my dick is. When it knows it's not supposed to do it, but it still's like, I'm coming. I don't give a fuck.
Can't control.
I don't give a fuck what's happening with your. In my head, I'm like, you got to slow down, but my dick's like, nope.
Yeah, I watch porn and they're like, all right, we're gonna do another position. I'm like, another position? I can barely get through the first half of.
And now I start coming when they're kissing, even with their clothes on.
I'm just dripping already.
I don't even see any tea yet. No one's even sucked the guy's balls. I'm already like, this
Anything
is
going on
too
with you
much.
and girls? Anything? Are you out there at all?
I try to find this. I'm trying to find Mrs. Right, but I don't know what the hell that is.
I think
You
better
find her
look-
on Kickstarter
Find her on
at 4 p.m.
Find her on Tinder.
401.
Find her on Bumble and Tinder.
Have you used Tinder ever? Have you?
Tinder was kind of psycho. It's all hookers on there and stuff. Really.
Okay.
Oh, do you? You don't say. No, because they used to be all on Backstage, right, or Backpage, and then they shut that down.
Backstage, like, I'm a whore. So, yeah, Backpage was they got rid of Backpage. I think Eros.com is still around. That's if you really want to. That's if you spend like $2,000 for a hooker.
Here's the thing about hookers: they don't.
What?
You've been with a hooker, right?
Yeah.
It's like they don't.
Hooker brother.
They're not really. I think.
Looking at 'em, $40
What you can say about a hooker? They're not really into it like you want them to be.
Yeah, it
You know what I mean?
depends.
Depends who they are.
Yeah, when you look
How
like
much money
Mike
you
and I, we're they can't help but fall in love with us.
But you know what though? But the thing is,
They're lacking in enthusisim sometimes.
you know what? If you
They got to fuck guys for money, so it's like not a great job.
I had sex with a hooker like obviously a very long time ago, and I remember like I was thrusting into her. I was all coked up, and I looked down. She had this giant ropey cesarean scar. I was like, oh, I'm helping a single mom. I felt good about it. I was like, at least this money's going somewhere.
one girl from Peru that was smoking hot.
Ooh.
She wore a red dress and she spoke like really like Spanish accent. I was like,
Yeah.
looked up over that. Oh God, Almighty.
Michael, give it to me, Maya. Rip off that rubber. Give it to me bareback. I like a bareback.
Where'd you meet her?
On West 12th and 2nd or 3rd Avenue, I think it was.
You just picked her up. She was hanging around
No,
there.
this is a whorehouse, actually.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah. And I do
It's a
think
good location.
That, with no disrespect to your wife, I do think that Latin Americans make the best prostitutes.
Of course.
Because they're more kind of in tune with being.
I love Latin. Latin women are awesome. You're blessed.
You could
I am
do like a
blessed.
green card thing, some kind of. You could.
Oh, Guatemalan woman, here we come.
How about that caravan? There's got to be some bitches in that caravan.
You should just go down to the border. Just stand there with a bunch of sandwiches.
No, you just. We're even getting. We have one guest and he walks out.
I was like, I've had enough of these Peruvian hooker stories.
What third world?
He sneezed and then he woke him up and he's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
What third world country do we have to go with somebody?
Well, that's kind of a funny idea. Like these guys, just lonely guys, just going to the border and be like, "Hey, I'll marry you."
Yeah. Come on, Viennica.
What do I go? What third world country I have to go into where they say you get in my sister for $2, amigo?
It's like when they had those HOV lanes and guys are just hitchhiking. You know what I mean? Because
Car for the.
yeah. So why wouldn't guys just go down there and then just even go into Mexico a couple of miles and then meet them before they get to the border?
The Dominican Republic is the place to go for that kind of thing. I've been there. The women are extraordinarily beautiful, and they don't.
We had on the Uber home from the car show. The lady was actually Hispanic, So
Okay.
I was sitting up front.
Okay.
And she was pretty good looking.
let you sit up
For
front?
Uber, she was like a 10.
Right. And wow.
For Uber driver. So, and I can almost feel my wife's going like, I know you're getting fucking whatever. And then, so then she says to my wife's sitting in the back seat in the middle. So she says to my something in Spanish, like, you speak Spanish, I guess. And then all of a sudden they start talking real fast.
Right.
And then at one point she says, my wife says, oh, the Uber driver says, like, sorry, we're not including you in the conversation. I go, I prefer it that way. You know what I mean? Just talk amongst yourselves, and then I'll sit up here and be whacking my wax.
Yeah. My plantain. Peeling my plantain.
She was like, and then I looked at her. She was wearing the tight fucking yoga pants, and
All right.
Whoa.
and then of course, and then they were talking about when we were getting closer to our house. They were talking about, and then after we got out of the car, my wife's like, yeah, her son goes to school. I'm like, of course she's got a son. Of course she's got a son.
Yeah, they can't.
They all have a son. They can't keep the guys off of them.
Their uncles love to rape them.
Yep.
Good times.
No, because the uncle rapes them, and they have a special needs kid, and then
They have a retarded boy.
The thing is, your subtleness is genius because your subtleness is like
wow.
the senses on Family Guy.
Yeah, exactly. Even Mike, I'm going to take over a ham sandwich after the show if you keep this up. I tell you. Hey, he's back. Where'd you go?
I just had to go to the bathroom.
We need your energy.
I just had to go to the bathroom.
Okay, fair
all
enough.
right. We did 2 takes on that. I just have to go to the bathroom. Bobo, this is magical.
It really is a good show.
Still better than Bill Schultz. I was watching Bill Schultz's show today.
Did you enjoy it?
And because I had to do something, I have to do some editing, if you know what I'm talking about. I have to do some editing on some of our past shows.
Oh, no kidding.
And so I was taking care of that. And then I'm like, oh, and then it said, the button said like, oh, you want to watch a live show? I go, I do it. And because any live show, I start to jerk off.
Sure, of course. Joanne's cute.
Yeah. So, no, I just thought, I didn't know who it was, but I'm like, I see a live show. I'm like, I want to see a live show,
Yeah.
Then it was
Big
Bill.
show.
It was Bill and Joanne and a couple other people.
Oh, yucking it up.
I don't know how they get guests at fucking 10:30 in the morning on a Monday.
Well, it's,
It's not easy.
people are around, and Bill's got a Rolodex, By the way, I just dated myself. Got a Rolodex.
Yeah, but the thing is, how between the 3 of us?
Sure.
How
And
far does
everybody
our,
listening, and the 7 people listening.
No, but the thing is, between the 3 of us,
Yes.
how far does our reach in Hollywood go to bring people in?
What's that?
Between the 3 of us combined, how much of a reach do we have in Hollywood?
Oh, it'd be funny, Mike making phone calls, inviting people to do a show in Staten Island.
Yeah.
Hello?
Island.
No, it said it's going to be, where is it? Staten Island.
It's
Hello?
only 40 minutes
Hello?
from the
I must
boat.
have- I get another call drop.
Yeah.
I got some people who I'm thinking about, but I don't know if they're going to show up.
I got you people you're thinking about.
Didn't Opie come out and do your show, do a show at your house? And where was he headed? To the?
It's my house.
But he was on his way somewhere?
No. He just. I said I'd like to do your podcast. He goes, I don't have a podcast for mobile right now.
Okay, but then he didn't he bring his producer, or was your producer who was talking to him?
No, my friend Sal Coldonado. We did a podcast together for a while. He was the one that interviewed Opie,
And he had a lot of questions about the
Yeah.
O&A
Yeah.
saga.
Yeah, I didn't.
Saga, not Faga.
Yes, look, Sal has guts more than me. I didn't ask anything.
So what did you do? You just hung on the pocket, and did you just
I just
chime in?
listened. He interviewed my mom and stuff, and he asked my.
Who, Opie?
Yeah, I said,
You did?
You know what I said?
I didn't
go,
know that.
My mom is. I said to my mom, Opie, I was a raging alcoholic. She goes, really? She goes, oh yeah, he was an idiot. That's what my mom. My mom loves letting me have it.
And then
You live with your mom?
I live downstairs actually. Does that count, guys?
yeah, it counts.
Yeah.
She lives with me.
She moved in with me.
Simpsons, by the
She
way.
moved in with me 58 years ago.
How old
She
is your mom?
did?
My mom just turned 80.
Wow.
Wow. When's her birthday?
April 2nd was her birthday.
My mom's turning 85.
Well, God
This
bless.
month.
Yeah.
I'll
My
probably
mom's 53.
give her a card.
Yeah. To the bestest mom ever. Love. She's like, I wish I said Neil.
I just sent it to Pennsylvania.
Let me ask you something, right? How old is Neil? If you don't mind me
Neil's
asking.
45,
Okay, he's how old was when we started this though? I mean, seriously.
20, 18.
Wow, he just
Probably met Chappelle when he was 18 or 19.
was he a stand-up himself? I never met
No,
him.
no, he just worked the door at Barry Katz's Boston Comedy.
Oh,
Club.
okay.
How old
He lies in his bio. I think he fixed it, but for a while he said he started stand-up when Dave moved to town. But he was just lying. Nobody gives a shit. In showbiz, nobody cares what kind of lies you tell. Because no, everyone's. First of all, if you call somebody out on their lies, they're like, "How dare you?" You know what I mean? So
Gosh.
that's what I do, and that's why I'm banned.
Well, good.
7
you know what?
states.
Fuck him, because who cares?
I'm like tobacco.
You really are. There's a few places left you can perform.
Yeah, but the best of them are bad. Kinnison was banned. All the good guys were banned.
Kinnison was not banned for what I did. Kinnison was banned because Kinnison was paid. Norm Macdonald says this. Kinnison, when he did Yuck Yucks, before he was like famous, the guy who ran Yuck Yucks, I don't know what his name is, he would give Kinnison a bonus if he walked the whole room. Not some people. He had to walk the whole room. So can you imagine in this day and age, a club owner's like, you walk the room, I'll give you a bonus. The whole room had to get walked.
Never.
Well, he would walk the room because he was controversial, and plus he would go after women, and he would go after like people that were married and couples. Because being a couple, like listen, if you're dating somebody, you're fucked. You know what I mean? Now even looking back, I saw my wife found all these. She was going through her shit. She's not working now, so she's going through closets. She's like has all these wedding pictures. My wife on her wedding day, she looked real hot. I was like, I could see how I got duped. You know what I mean? I definitely got duped. She looked great. She was like, we look like fucking, I don't know what we look like. But I look good. She looked good. I was like, yeah, I could see that. We got along good. But then, like, for the rest of your life, like, Kinison knew, like, well, Kinison's crazy anyway, but, you know, marriage don't really work long term. It works short term.
No.
But once you have kids, and then once you have kids, and you're like, oh, we're going to have kids and live the American dream. But then once you're doing it, you're like, holy fuck, these kids never leave. I got to fuck the same wife every night. I mean, not every night, but yeah, give the other side.
To revisit Sam Kinison, to walk an entire room, you have to do crowd work, right? That's not material.
Well, to walk the entire room, I mean, it sounds like a bit of a fucking made up story. I'd say it sounds a bit, because it's almost impossible to walk the room because someone's going to stay.
Right.
I mean, you basically got to berate them to fucking leave. You know what I mean?
Guy left.
Yeah, but there's a person.
He's trying all kinds of insults.
Yeah, but Norm.
You fucking N-word. You fucking F-word. The other F-word.
I hope your mother dies and fucking get.
Yeah, you can't. Do you have to get that guy to call in?
Yeah, but you know what though? But what do you call it? Norm don't take any bullshit from people either.
Norm does. Norm's a gigantic cock. Norm on Twitter. Norm's a bit of a tough guy, but
I thought he's
everybody's on Twitter, huh?
Norm be like, "Fuck you, I'm Norm Macdonald."
No, Norm's not. Norm's not like that at all. Norm's
Ronald McDonald's like that.
Norm's an idiot. Norm's an idiot. He doesn't. Norm doesn't stand up. Norm doesn't stand up to anybody.
Who do you know seriously, right?
I know everybody.
There's guts that'll say, "Fuck off." I'm in this.
I can't think of anybody.
Not too many, really,
I can't
right?
think of anybody because everyone's going to back down.
Andrew Dice Clay would tell you.
Yeah, Dice Clay, I guess, but everybody says he's an asshole. Everybody.
He's not though.
Remember he cried on Arsenio? Remember he cried?
That was real.
But that was a real. He wasn't
He was
acting.
doing comedy like 12 years.
He's like, I'm a character or whatever.
Because you get your ass handed to you, then you get a little bit like, oh, this is fucked up.
No, but
Even like I said, even with my podcast, it's called Burning Bridges. It's called, Misery Loves Company. Like, I shit on a lot of people, but it's like, and then I'm like, well, nothing's gonna happen to me. And then shit happens, and you're like, I guess it was gonna happen to me. I knew something was gonna happen to me, but I just didn't know what. I didn't know if someone was gonna have me whacked.
yeah, but it's not like they're going to prevent you from fucking getting into anything gigantic. They can't.
Yeah, I'm banned from Netflix. I'm banned from Netflix.
No, that is gigantic. I'm sorry.
Mike's actually hiding behind Brian.
All right, not easy.
But you don't need you don't.
Get a wide shot, please.
Netflix doesn't matter anymore. I'll say it here. Netflix doesn't matter. They did that Degenerate show. There was like 5 or 6 comics. Yeah. And it's like I went to someone's Twitter who was on the thing, and she's like, "Thank you." It's just like it's no, it's just like she's like thanking people individually, and if people can, you know what I mean? That's what you can do on Twitter. But like I can just tell from that it's just like people don't give a shit. There's too much content. Fucking Paul Verzi put out an hour on Comedy Central on Friday at 12:30 in the morning, and that's like the Bill Burr production thing. So I see Paul Verzi on Tuesday or whatever. I go, congrats on the thing. I go, you're doing a lot of press. He goes, yeah, blah blah blah. And I go, what time? I thought it was on 11:30, 11 on Friday. He goes, no, 12:30. I go, they can't. I go, Bill Burr can't even tell them to go fuck themselves because that was the whole idea. That he's a big name and he can at least tell Comedy Central, no, you give us good times. 12:30. Who's 12:30?
You're gonna run it 7-8 times.
No, it's available, but 12:30. Like you don't release a fucking thing on 12:30 because it's like they're almost like nobody's gonna watch it because nobody gives a fuck because they go on Netflix and also I was thinking today on the way in, Netflix is all about now. The whole thing of like I'm doing a bit now like women won't fuck you. You got to
doing that bit.
You got to take them on the train. You got to take them somewhere. Netflix is also about how gay guys that they don't need to, they'll just fuck a guy in a park, they'll blow a guy in a park.
Yeah, I do.
Women don't do that. Women, you got to take them to the movies, you got to take them to a comedy show. And also Netflix. Netflix is perfect for women because while they're waiting to get in a good mood, they can watch 1,700 different shows. So it's all about that. So, but I'm saying like the Paul Verzi thing, at 12:30 is too late, and it's available. He said it's going to be available for a month online. But it's like when it comes out, you can't do 12:30 because it's like they're not going to wait till 12:30. He goes 11:30 Central. So all those fucking farmers who live in Iowa, they can get it earlier at 11:30. But otherwise, it makes no sense. And I thought Bill Burr would go, fuck it, give us good times or else we're not doing a deal here,
The thing is, even they give him a hard time. I don't know what level you got to be at for them fucking...
No, he could have taught him suck his fucking red dog dick, but he didn't. And again, it's like he probably got his money. I'm not saying he did anything wrong. And Paul Verzi, it's like, but 12:30 is too late. By 12:30, everyone's done or fucking or or they're drunk or high. 12:30 is too late, but it's like there's too much fucking content. So I'm hoping Louis C.K. gets his own fucking production company, and then I'll say, Louis, can you produce my special? because that would be juicy.
Yeah.
Because I would get resistance. People be like, "Why are you working with him?" I go, "Because I'm a jerk off too."
There you go. Jerk Off Productions.
Jerk off productions. Jerk off genius.
Come Sweat Productions.
Come Sweat Productions. No, I actually asked Louis. I don't know if I asked. This is our 99th episode. Our 100th is Wednesday. I didn't even know that till I was editing these shows.
Oh, no, congratulations.
And so I asked Louis I asked Louis yesterday. I told him, I said, can you come on my show? And just come in and we'll have a cake, 100 on it, and we'll blah, and you can sing happy birthday or whatever. And you just come on and not talk. And just because everybody wants to get him as the guest on the show, you know?
Right.
So I thought it'd be funny. Louis just shows up and he just sits there. Then he leaves, or maybe he brings the cake and then he leaves like he's a fucking delivery man.
Ice cream cake.
And then he goes, he says, it's a great idea, but I can't do it. So I cried.
Yeah.
No, but he said he's not going to do any of this shit now because he's too much. He's a fucking, he's toxic. Yeah. But I'm saying, if he did he start his own production company, and he's going to have to. And then once he releases a special, everyone will look at it because everyone's going to want to know what the fuck he's talking about. And then maybe I'll say, Louis, can I be on your fucking, on your label or whatever? That's how business is anyway, right? I'm looking at you like the porn business, but it's like, that's the record business has been doing that for years, where the people get sick of the fucking distribution and they start their own label.
Payola.
The fucking the Beatles started their own label because everyone gets sick of everybody gets sick of the fucking deal they get. So if you're on Netflix, who would get more attention? Being on Louis' label or get another Netflix fucking thing? Oh. In January or in February, they're going to release 57 specials in one day. Oh. And that'll be a big deal for Netflix, but who's going to watch your fucking thing?
It's too saturated.
Let's start our own label, Paul. I don't think we should be with these guys anymore.
Is that Ringo or George?
I can't really tell.
Ringo had the best accent.
No,
because he
was a caveman movie.
No, because he was the dumbest. He's still married to that fucking Barbara Bach. Remember?
Like 19.
I used to jerk off to her fucking furiously. She was in Playboy. She was. Her and I remember just jerking off to her fucking wildly. I never liked the blondes. You know, I liked the fucking Asians, half Asian.
Yeah.
And they didn't have Dominicans back then. But but then I was going back to the point about the Uber driver. My wife goes, she asked my wife, I could say, I knew because my wife goes Panama. And then my wife goes, you're Dominican?
There you go.
Or she's asked the driver, and she goes, yeah, Dominica. And I was like, oh, fucking, I came right down.
Here's 5 stars of jizz for your fucking face.
And then she made her bad turn. I didn't get a chance to review her.
She's like, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Speedy Gonzalez.
I told her to go one way, and then she made a turn anyway. And then you're like, oh, what are you gonna do?
Fucking Hyundai brakes on these
I just realized that is a good point. Louis C.K.'s fucking label will get more fucking traction than a Netflix thing because you know people just get the resistance on it alone will bring a lot of fucking eyes.
Saturated. That's what it is. Yeah. Too much stuff's out there.
So if you get on Comedy Central, they release it at 12:30. It's just fucking dumb. It's dumb for Comedy Central.
People watch it in rotation DVR.
They watch it, but it's still when it comes out. Comedy Central is not known for like what Netflix is, where you just look to see what's available. Comedy Central, it's available, but you don't know it's available because you go to Netflix to see what's streaming forever. You know, where Comedy Central might do it for like a month or whatever. Back in the day, they would just air it and then they would air it. I remember Pete Correale came out with one, and then they aired it like it came out on Friday, and then they aired it again like late Saturday night. And then if it didn't do good numbers, they would just that was the end of it. If it did good numbers, they would keep putting it out. But they're learning. But still, it's like Bill Burr's a big name.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to be in business with him, treat his fucking boys better. You know, don't give him at 12:30 in the morning. Fucking
almost as big as Aaron Burr.
Yeah, you're right. I never made the association. Maybe they're related.
Maybe I don't know. George Hamilton is not related to the guy from Hamilton. I learned that the hard way.
Real?
He's not.
He was in the Gay Blade though, wasn't he?
George Hamilton. The Gay Blade, which Bill.
That's Bill Schultz's dad's favorite movie. His whole family used to sit around every Christmas, blow each other, and watch the Gay Blade.
Human Centipede.
When he.
Mike, sorry, go ahead. Let Mike talk.
Both you guys lived in California for a while.
Yeah, I did for sure.
I was a surfer.
But how would West Coast Bocchetti do? I think they would get me out there. I'd get work out there, I think.
You'd be like a Joey Diaz out there because you've got New York credibility.
You got an agent, Mike, in L.A.?
No.
Well, this guy's doing a basement show with like Rupert Pupkin. What do you think he's going to do?
Mike put on Facebook, he goes, hey, my L.A. peeps, anybody you think I should move out there? And and be like a whatever. I don't know what your strategy was.
No, but the thing is,
moving to LA is not a great answer.
But
You could get plenty of work if you're hung. If you're hung like a mule, you could get plenty of work if you get what I mean.
So you saying he will get a lot of work or he won't?
Oh, I'll
If he's
get
hung like a mule, he'll get a lot of work.
Is he or not? You've seen him in a shower.
Oh, you
I've never
bastard.
seen him. I don't know.
Been into the Staten Island
We're
YMCA.
not gay. We're not fucking.
That basement show is taking a whole different direction.
They just sit there with their fucking dicks hanging out.
Yeah, but can I do a Barry Katz
Ultimately, that's how the business works. One broad finds out you're hung like a mule, you're recruited for porn.
You're right.
Can I
He worked in porn, this guy.
Yeah, I did. I had a girl from Philadelphia. Sorry, Mike. I'll give you the mic in a minute. A girl from Philadelphia that I know. She moved out to LA with a boyfriend, and she was like hot. And she was gonna do porn, but she was like a Philadelphia 8. But she was like on all the posters for Club Risque and downtown Philly and everything. Yeah. But she moved out to LA. All of a sudden, she's like an LA 5.
Yeah.
And her boyfriend's got this giant cock. So he started getting all this work.
Yeah.
And then she got pissed off.
What a whore!
I know, what a whore. So sorry, Mike. What do you have the?
Can I do Brennan? Can I interview Brendan's Barry Katz? I love that.
Oh, sure.
Improv part of the show. folks.
Hey, Kev.
Role playing.
Hey, Kev, I'm at Dane's house now, putting shrimps in the Barbie, baby. What do you call it? Neil's on the way over. Let's have some burgers and
How
chill
about Jay
back.
Moore? Is Jay Moore there?
I love Jay, but I like him.
Now you're out of character. You got
No,
stopped by the question.
Jay decided to, what do you call
called
it?
Yes End.
Jay decided to 86 me for the day. I don't
They
know.
didn't.
why.
Jay would never leave Barry. Jay's very loyal. Jay Moore's very loyal.
You know, I did his
He
podcast.
stay with him. If all the people that Barry had stayed with him, he'd be the biggest manager in
You know what?
show business. Dave
Jay
Chappelle,
I love
Louis
Jay.
C.K.
Very nice to me.
I don't know who else, but he had a lot of people.
Jay-
He had everybody back in when comedy's Boston Comedy opened. He had everybody.
Did he have you?
He had me colleges. He had me strictly colleges. Actually,
can I-
I turned him down at one point.
Can I say, hey, Kev, what do you call it? I got the University of
call it?
Arkansas. Can you come over in 10 minutes and pick up the...
You know what Barry used to do? Barry used to, like, if Dave Chappelle would cancel a gig, he wouldn't tell the college he would they were canceling.
Oh, fuck.
He would have Keith Robinson and Tony Woods in the area. And then he would be like, oh, bad news. Dave Chappelle canceled last minute. But Keith is driving through Columbus, Ohio, as luck would have it.
Woods is
And
Chappelle light anyway.
They would always grab him. But then that's how he got in trouble with Chappelle, because somebody that Chappelle was friendly with, they contacted Chappelle and they go, did you just cancel today? He goes, no, I canceled that months ago. And then it got back, and then he fired Barry.
Yeah, but you know what, though?
Is that a good story or no?
I mean, I was on the edge of my seat.
Hey, Mike, it's Barry. I'm going to bring you guys out to...
Who else do you do? Do you do Pacino or De Niro?
Oh, what do you call it?
What do you call it?
Not recently, no. I don't... I hit...
Kevin Spacey?
Spacey's bad.
No, you can't do Kevin. You want to do Kevin Spacey? Let me put your cock in your mouth.
Kevin Spacey was the best. He goes, yeah, I'm a freak, but I'm gay.
Yeah, I'm gay. I hugged a 13-year-old boy.
It's like if I get busted for, I should have told that to so-and-so at a certain comedy club. You know I had a hernia?
Yeah. By the way, how's a hernia?
He actually knew I had a hernia. The fucked up about the hernia, Mike.
I'm yawning. I'm like...
I know. You know you're doing good. I never saw that Tonight Show. Johnny would sit there with four guests, and then one would let out a big yawn. George Goebel will let out a big yawn.
Looks over at Danny, oh, fuck. God.
Danny DeVito.
Thank you. Sure. I was thinking of the other guy, Dom DeLuise.
Dom DeLuise.
Dom needs a nap. Yes. Dom needs a nap.
Dom
Give me a
was
little
great.
Booger sugar from Doc Stevens.
They all did blow, right? Dom DeLuise.
Yeah, for sure they did. Yeah, everybody did coke.
How's whatchamacallit doing? Johnny Depp, speaking of coke.
I think he's.
He went through a lot of money. That's the problem with coke. No matter.
I don't think he was. I think it was coke with him. He was like he's an alcoholic, or is he a big? drinker?
He buys houses and stuff. He gets drunk and buys houses.
He has some
He
friends.
drinks like $3,000 bottles of wine, like 10 a day. Like that's gonna catch up with you.
First of all, that's good to get the bitches, but I mean, after the first glass, all wine tastes the same. Am I right, Mike?
I don't know.
Put some ice. You put some ice in it.
For a day, right?
Right.
Hey, I
Yeah.
don't know. I forgot where I
Say
was.
something.
Yeah, about what?
I don't know. We're talking about Johnny Depp for a second there for some
And
reason.
who before that?
Yeah, but Depp bought a castle in France, I think.
Yeah, more of a chateau.
Oh, I'm saying if you drink and do a lot of drugs, you go through money, even if you're rich.
Oh, yeah.
Because you make bad decisions. Plus, drugs and alcohol are not free, right, Brian?
If he does, no, they're not. If only. I tell you though, you go to Argentina, the cocaine is very inexpensive. I've been told.
About the women.
Oh, the women.
Remember the Secret Service got in trouble for I forget where they were, but I think they were in South America somewhere.
In Colombia.
Yeah, and they were like got in trouble for like getting hookers and
Coke and shit.
like what do you expect? Like first of all, the guy's job sucks. He has to like take a bullet for the president,
Right.
And then he's not gonna blow off a little steam every once in a while when when he's in fucking Colombia.
Yeah.
Those beautiful fucking brown asses, boys and girls.
Oh, I don't mind.
No, just girls.
Sucking those balls all day.
If you just see them from behind, pun intended, then you don't know if it's a boy or a girl, right? You just start licking that ass, and then you go around to the taint, and then you're like, well, I'm already here.
We are.
Might as well make a delivery.
You guys are more demented than I thought.
Like when you're a Cracker Barrel, have the hand salad.
It's called wrapping it up, Mike.
Yeah, wrap it up with gay stuff, Mike. Let's all play truth or dare. I dare you
gay
someone to
pornog-
touch my dick. Good time.
Bobo, what are you gonna do from here? Go get a donut.
Yeah, probably. I'll probably go watch Anthony's show.
Oh yeah. Maybe I will too.
It's right here.
Maybe I'll do that. I don't even want to go home because I feel like it really is like a weird moment for me because I'm like, I got no spots tonight, and I mean, the other clubs all book in advance, so I didn't know this was all going to be happening.
Could you bump somebody? I would imagine a gentleman of your stature in the.
No, but then like I don't really have a lot of new stuff. That's the problem. I'm trying to work on new stuff, and then it's like because I don't want to just bump somebody with the same fucking jokes. I don't want to do them anymore. You know what I mean? I need new jokes. But then I was at this other club. We'll call it Dangerfields, and I was doing new stuff there. That stuff had been working downtown. And then they get a kind of more mainstream out of town audience, and they weren't really buying it. So I'm like, well, I should just kill myself, right?
Dangerfield is more touristy now. Still,
it's touristy, so they don't get like the more hipper jokes or the more edgier jokes,
like a Lenny Bruce type.
Yeah. But I'm going that direction. I might as well just embrace it instead of trying to be a nice guy, right?
Your tax returns up there and stand there. It's not even trying to be funny.
What do you mean?
Remember at the very end of his career, Lenny Bruce? He would read court transcripts. Like of
Lenny Bruce?
Yeah, Lenny Bruce. Yeah. You ever
it is cool getting in trouble, but it's not cool like the bottom line. It doesn't help your bottom line.
No, the finance part of it is.
Yeah.
Can you go on the road? Can you just go out?
Yeah, but the problem was I told my agent that when my wife was working, I said I got to kind of stay here because if I went out of town, my wife had to fucking get these days off, and it was like a big pain in the ass, and with the fucking kids and everything. And now I told her, I go, listen, blah blah blah, I'm in trouble at certain clubs, and and my wife's not working, and she goes, well, you just told me. I go, and that's why I'm telling you now.
Right.
That's why I'm correcting it. That's why I'm updating my status.
And then also you have this show, and then you have Wednesday, and then you have Thursday, so it's hard to.
Yeah, between my wife working, and then I didn't, and then it was going to be exhausting, and then I got to go out of town, then I can't, so whatever. So now I'm looking. It'll be fine. Everything's going to be fine. But in the meantime, I feel like that guy from fucking Dirty Harry, where I'm like, I should just get a gun, right?
No.
Gun and shoot yourself?
Huh?
Hang yourself like with a rubber.
Oh, I'm not gonna kill myself. I'll kill somebody else.
And then have them kill you. That's the move.
No. I'll just kill them and then I'll go to jail.
Okay, and then live in jail.
Three hots and a
You're
cot.
a piece of pussy in jail. You kidding me? You wouldn't last 10 minutes.
I wouldn't.
Oh no, you'd be farting out black cum.
They didn't try to fuck you while you were there?
I was in.
It really is called a wrap up, Mike. We're going real hacky.
Yeah, we go. No, I was in county jail. I shared a cot with my best friend, so
Your best.
we
Oh,
tugged each other a little
so
bit.
you guys had your own room?
No, we had our own cot, and it was.
You had to share a
20
cot.
beds, 40. It was 20 beds, 45 guys.
So you're in a big room.
Big jail cell. Yep.
Whoa.
It was a big prison gangbang you were in.
Oh, if only, Bobo.
They could have done
lips to God's ears.
They could have done an auto show there. It was so big.
Get in the zone, auto zone.
Yeah, but when I picture jail, prison, I picture scared straight. Now you're my woman, bitch. Look, this big
Yeah.
guy like-
That is a way to keep guys from not getting raped. You put them in a big room with a bunch of other guys, right? But then they're all going to fuck each other? Is that what they...
Well, usually the gay stuff would happen in prison, not really jail. Jail's like where you go to get bailed out and processed and that kind of thing. It's like a county jail. I mean, if you're gay, if you're in jail and you're like, I haven't had a piece of pussy in 3 days, I'm going to suck a guy's dick, you're probably pretty gay to begin with. You know what I mean?
How long you think you'd hold out, Mike?
I'd rather die than go there, I think.
Yeah. I don't know.
You're that against it?
Yeah, I just
my-
don't want to go there.
I'd get my dick sucked by a guy in jail after like 4 or 5
I'd
years.
be like, all right.
Like,
There's
let's-
nothing on Netflix.
Yeah, come on. Exactly. My iPad's not working. Wi-Fi's horrible here.
This Wi-Fi stinks.
I'm in the hole. So why don't I get into the mother hole?
Not bad.
That's not bad. Nice segue.
Yeah, it's
Should we
not
do
bad.
plugs? Is it time?
Yeah, let's do plugs.
Okay, what do you got,
Speaking of
Mike?
holes,
At 4 p.m., I'll be on, what do you call it?
a
In
hot
the Go-Go on Mike Bocchetti. You'll see more information about that then, and that's it.
So Google, everybody, Google Mike Bocchetti. What's it called? Go
at
Indigo?
4 and 20 and 30 and 34 minutes.
Yeah, 34 minutes. Google it. It'd be so great if you broke the internet. All this, like, the cables melted and stuff, and like smoke.
What's your
rising.
5-year plan, Mike? For real?
To start writing stuff and hopefully get stuff out there and own stuff.
Are you doing a lot of stand-up?
No, I hate stand-ups now.
Why?
It's tough to get on. The bullshit, the nightmares, the fucking no. I don't trust anybody in this, and they're all assholes.
Okay.
That's what he says when he introduces himself to him.
Yeah. So I have these free tickets to next.
But you're like a one-liner guy, right? With stand-up.
Yeah, but you know what?
It's kind of funny though. It's funny
Robert
to watch.
Klein.
No, he's more like 8 lines.
No, but Klein is a good guy. I love Klein.
No, but your act is it's an acquired taste, I guess. But it's funny. It's
But
definitely
you know what?
funny.
But the thing is,
If I was headlining, I think I would bring you with me.
it'd be fun. I'd love to work with you because the thing is, but
It's a different kind of an act.
Just brought him out of retirement.
Today?
You just said I'd love you. I'll never do stand up again. You go, oh, I have him headline. You go, all right, I'm done. I'm in. I'm back. They pull me back in.
well, only certain people.
Was out.
Only certain people can pull me back in. He's
Gotcha.
one of them.
Right.
That's it.
It's a special.
Yep. All right. What do you have on Twitter or anything else like that? Or
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Any names? Are they just?
I got
You're just a fan.
I'm on a thing called Anchor.fm.
Anchor.
Anchor, like the anchor in a ship.
yeah, Paul Anka.
I started my own podcast. I did a couple of them by myself.
Oh, I was gonna watch it.
It's called Tough Guys Real and Free.
Yeah, how many episodes have you done?
Two.
I think I was gonna listen to one, and then was the intro long? Because I think something happened.
It's on Anchor.fm.
Yeah, what is that a new thing?
Yeah, it's like an app.
How are you going to all the new things?
That's where maybe that's something that'll catch fire there. Where everybody else is, they're all saturated.
He's got a good point.
So you're saying you're shitting on iTunes because there's too much
but
action there.
Too much. The thing is, think about it. How many specials, all these things.
How'd you even hear about this?
Online? I'm always looking at stuff online to see what's out there.
It's looking for
So
an
am I.
No, but there's always stuff out there. There's always ways to hook
Right.
up. There's always who knows.
It's more on stuff like youngboys.com
Rentboys.net.
or cum.cum.
Comfarts.az. It's Arizona website.
It's called a wrap up.
It's got a wrap up.
No, but because I'm just curious what people are thinking out there. So you always go to a different thing because that's how
I
you
also
are.
started writing a blog called Bochetti's World.
Nice.
WordPress.
Okay, all right.
Press.
He's thinking out of the box.
I don't give a shit. You know why? Because I have balls. I'm not afraid. And
You live with your mom.
Yes.
If I live with my mom, I'd be like, fuck everybody. My mom made me lasagna. I don't need you motherfuckers. I have no overhead. Everything's paid. And I'm living on the edge.
I pay everything. I pay rent still.
Okay.
Pay rent to your mom? How much?
I pay a lot of rent. I'm like $8.47 at the end of the month.
Are you the only tenant of hers?
No, we have the whole family's there still.
The whole family. Wait. You have your whole family living in the house you grew up in?
You all pay
I
rent?
grew up in, but almost,
You all pay rent?
almost the whole family.
How many brothers and sisters you have?
I'm one of 5 children. I'm the
Wow,
oldest.
and they're
You
all
all
still
live
in the
there?
house?
4 out of 5 do. My dad is still.
It must be delicious lasagna.
Your mom's probably like, oh my God, I'm 80. Someone move out. Someone move
She
out.
really is like that. I'm telling you.
She is that frustrated?
He's like, what do you call it? She's like, what did I ever do to have this happen?
Somebody did move out? Who moved out?
My sister has her own house and a husband. They're the most successful ones out of all.
That's how you know your success in the Bocchetti family. If you actually move away from your mom,
right.
This guy's making it.
You're out of that duplex on Valentine's.
Is she still in Staten Island?
Staten Island's like an episode of Leave It to Beaver. It's all suburban, all that fucking.
Yeah, but is she still in Staten Island?
Yes.
So you still see her?
I live with her. I'm downstairs.
No. Your sister who moved away.
Oh no, she lives about 7 or 8 miles away.
That's crazy talk. 7-8 miles. With traffic, that might take half an hour. What if there's an emergency? Is she the only daughter?
No, I have another sister too.
And she lives there too?
She was married, but her husband passed on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So she moved back in with the house, or she was always there?
Died.
You guys all get along, or is it kind of like?
It's kind of weird sometimes.
Okay. Wow, there's more to this.
Why don't you do a show about that? Just your family.
Why don't we find out about this now at the very end of the show here? This is
It's like
it's a white
gold.
Wu-Tang clan.
Should be a hit reality show. It'd be even bigger than the Kardashians.
That's what I'm saying. Just put the cameras in the house and just see you guys interacting.
Is your mother
And is your mom in good health?
Yes.
So what's going to happen if
She has heart disease and leukemia, but
other than that, she's doing good?
Other than that, Miss Lincoln, how'd you enjoy the play?
Oh my God.
No, but is she responsible for feeding you? Like, does she make meals and stuff?
I make my own stuff. Actually, I send her to, she'll go out.
Send her to the store? Is that what you were going to say?
Do you have your own room?
Yeah, I have a nice Bochetti's basement. It's cool, actually.
And none of your other siblings. They're all on other floors.
How many bedrooms does the house
Do you guys have a bell? Do you have a bell? If you want breakfast, you
Bell's a
ring the
pain in
bell.
the ass.
Like Downton Saddie.
This is 2018. They use cell phones to call each other.
Right.
Ah, I see. You text your mom.
You know, like Mom,
Look at
cuddle.
these fucking this oatmeal's cold.
She don't know how to text, though. It's the only thing.
You call this eggs Benedict?
Oh my God.
I can't believe we just
Mike,
found out about this.
Mike, this is genius.
Be quiet. That's why.
All right.
What do they do? They in show business?
No, they hate. They actually none of them even came close to it.
They tried. They couldn't.
No, they
They're
hated
missing a boat to Manhattan.
She
That
would have-
goddamn ferry.
40 minutes away.
Goddamn ferry. If I could just get there, it's like that. What's that movie with a
No, but they did
Harrison
want,
Ford?
No, but they did want to be.
Where the girl lived in Staten Island?
Oh, working girl.
Yeah, working girl. They're like, oh my God, all we got to do, it's right there. All we got to do,
No,
the
but
shiny buildings.
But they did get excited and get a little starstruck when I got some stuff happening here and there.
Yeah, when you work with Artie.
I got an audio show. My whole family came on.
But your
mom
brother.
came on.
Did they come downstairs looking for money?
No, you know what I said to my I said to my mom. I said on Audie's TV show, this is my mom, the woman who created me. Without a beat, she turns around and says, I wouldn't tell that to too many people if I were you.
Your mom said that on Artie's show? I wonder if it was a hit. All right, we got to wrap it up. All right, so I got to get. So go to my website. I got a gig this Thursday. I'll pick up some gigs on the weekend, but I got a gig this Thursday. Stress Factory next week. Lucy's Laugh Lounge, in like somewhere in Westchester, New York.
Two of you.
Tri-state area, and then the following week I'll be in with Gino and Aaron, and Lucy's where I meet Gino and Aaron, and then the following the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, we'll be at Summers Point at Josie. Where I'm going to get the Twitter because I'm doing Gino's show this Wednesday, so I told him they're going to have Twitter by then, so we'll plug it again there. God bless 99 show.
Thank you guys for having me.
And we're not done. He's got to do his plug. He's got to give away a ticket. Could nobody call to get a free ticket?
Nobody wanted a ticket.
A
Nobody likes-
prankster did, but that's about it.
A prankster. Prankster. That's how.
Just remember, it's Laugh Recite Gotham Comedy Club this coming Monday, the 12th. Robert Klein.
Maybe Robert Klein's doing so bad he just can't sell tickets. Maybe he's going to come and do new stuff.
Could have sold out. I don't even know. I was given some tickets to promote either.
I
here
know, but go ahead.
various platforms. Remember, it's at Brian P. McCarthy on Twitter. And if you want to just DM me on Twitter, then I can arrange for the tickets. But kindly know that we're not paying for transportation.
What, free tickets?
Exactly.
Yeah, so he's looking for
business
people-
class tickets.
He's looking
right.
for people to get, can just take the train.
It's also like there's a 2-drink minimum, but the
Subway.
tickets are $40 at the minimum. But now, if you get these tickets, no minimum. Just come to the show. It doesn't matter.
There's a minimum still.
A minimum? No, there isn't. Not with these golden tickets.
They get free tickets and no minimum? That's fucked up. Well, the club's going to get mad.
I'll
I bet
have
the
to-
club is still going to have a minimum.
I'll have to see about that.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Mike. Thanks,
you,
Bobo. You guys
All
were
right,
the
thanks,
best.
Bobo.
Shout out to Mike Bocchetti's mom. Holy fuck.
Poor woman.
I actually had something I did. My dad moved back home. My dad lived there. But my dad died a couple of years ago.
The